our roof is just losing his mind.
That's okay.
Don't hear it at all.
Yeah, I don't hear anything either.
It's awful for me. It's just like this loud, like squeaky, squeaky, and it's just going off all night.
Oh, no.
Sorry.
It's impossible to sleep.
Guys, we're in there. We're in there. We're live with episode 24. Episode 24 of this game that we've been playing a little bit, The Haunting of Harrowstone. You may have heard of it. You may be a part of this game. Not sure.
What am I doing here?
I ask myself this every time I sit down and turn on OBS. Still figuring this shit out.
Wake up, Ronald.
Google knows
What happened? Well, dang, is it time
I
to
don't
come
know
already?
why
Stop
that
it.
got me good.
But are we blaming Ronald for things again? I'm on board.
I
Always.
was just looking dead the entire.
Always.
Well, he is dead,
Yeah.
isn't he?
Oh,
Oh,
True.
Damn, got
Both
him.
inside and out.
In game and out. Yeah.
Mhm.
So, I know it's been a week, 2 weeks actually. What happened last time? I remember one thing. One
Came
fucking
back
thing.
to Rye being deaf.
That's right. You were deaf. Yeah.
So we went back to the warden's house.
Uh-huh.
Rye had an hour of peace. That's what Rye did.
I had another ghost inside of Pevron for a little bit.
Okay.
He gave me some deets about the prison, and when we were talking.
All right. What kind of deets?
I think one we were kind of bartering back and forth about trying to keep other ghosties away from us, or at least the ones that he could talk to away from us as we enter the prison. The other one, finding out that they're doing something to Warden Cochran, and he is not on the good dial side of being a nice person. He's on the other side. He's on that red zone.
Why do you say that? What experience do you have right now that are making you believe that?
The giant funnel of souls being dragged into the prison.
Sure. I mean, that's an indicator. Does that necessarily mean that is the warden?
No, but all the ghosts that he pretty much oversaw and kind of kept in check are running rampant, and they're going all over the place. On top of that, like I said, the ghost did mention it. As far as what we've seen personally, I mean, he himself hasn't manifested, so if that's like an indicator to anything, that would kind of be the thing to kind of.
Well, they were after him, right? Like they were trying to get him.
Yeah.
And
well, they have
I think
him. They
did,
confirmed
though.
that.
Yeah.
The reason why we think the warden was not initially bad is because all the other guards except the warden had signed off on the documentation.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. The word was
anything.
not initially bad and wasn't bad after. However, I think at this point in our storyline that he has been maybe abducted.
Some shit went down, clearly.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So,
what about the wife?
what about her?
I mean, I don't think
I was the last person to
You
talk to
said-
her before we went into. Or did she pop up after that?
It was Rye and Torvin, right?
Yes.
Those were the two that spoke. So, yeah, that was the
Pretty
last time she was
sure
seen.
The warden is, what do you call it? One of those things.
Fucked.
What, a wraith or a
Wraith?
No,
Spectre?
worse than that.
lich?
A lich, yeah.
You think he's a lich?
Because the way was looking, they were like, weren't they trying to find a way to do something with liches or something like that? And then when we were asking what the way was looking for, their answer was warden. What or who? They said the warden.
it just
I
seems
think they would
like
give him-
if the warden is the one that's stopping all the other ghosts from getting out and doing all the nasty, that's the last one you want to turn to a lich.
It's a fair
Or you turn
assessment.
him to lich, so he
Yeah.
becomes one
Could
of your
be that
homies.
the lich needed all those souls, set the whole place on fire as part of, some sort of power gain, lichy power gain, like a phylactery or some shit. Who knows, man? It ain't good.
Yeah, they need the warden. They need the
It
warden
ain't
to die.
good. If we're
Maybe that's
discussing possibilities of lichdom, we
Yeah.
are not in good territory. We
No,
are
I mean,
unsafe.
mathematically,
we
right?
are
Like-
in danger.
Like look at the math here. You are the what? 1, 2, 3, 4, including Peverin. You are 6 people living in a place that has been vacated for the last 50 or so years, as far as you're aware, filled with spirits, most likely of which are bad guys, like real bad dudes.
And dudettes.
And dudettes, correct. In fact, the moment that you stepped through, some of you started to hallucinate and experience things. That was on Eli, actually. Eli thought he was
Finally,
on fire.
he's the one hallucinating.
Yeah, he thought he was on fire. And, I mean, you guys did strike up a bit of a deal, which I don't think all of you are on board for, right? Like, I feel like when it gets discussed, you guys are not on board with the idea of knowing that you're being shadowed by a spirit that is protecting you from other spirits.
Look, I'll take whatever protection I can get.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
right.
used
Like,
to be
at
all
this
high and
point,
mighty
you
about
know.
it, but now, I'm good.
Okay. All right. That's good. All right. Okay, so
I would assume the paladin maybe is not so into it.
yeah, I wanted to ask, how does Eli actually know? Did you guys explain to him what has happened? Or did you just kind of like, if he doesn't know, it can't hurt him? The nod.
I don't recall that.
Okay, all right. So then Xander didn't explain what that conversation looked like.
I gave detail on that they had the warden, but I didn't say that. I didn't give the information about his transformation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a reason?
Because I want them to die. No, I'm
Damn.
just kidding.
Damn. Okay.
Savage. I'm into
It's all about the story.
Oh, because you're a little traitor. That's why. Because we can't actually
it.
trust
He wants
you. That's-
us to be one
okay.
of them.
Because you're the fucking worst. That's why.
Yeah.
That's why you did it, right?
Yeah, I'm like, this is what you guys get for yelling at me all these times.
Look, I
This
didn't
is
yell
why
at you.
we yell at you.
Oz didn't yell at you.
True.
Oz has been your bro, man.
Pecker and Oz can go free. They're fine.
I gave you a knife and told you to be your own man.
You took it away from me.
Yeah, well, that's because you were acting like a child.
You
I said,
gave
"Be your own
it
man."
and you take it and now you pay
You
it.
cheated on
I
your
said,
best
"Be your
friend,
own
and I
man."
saw
I
it.
didn't say be your own child, okay?
Damn it. Oh, perfect. Okay, so
But no, it was information that was withheld. I would say simply for the fact that it didn't seem too pressing at the time to just be like, oh, hey, the warden's evil. I mean, at this point, we're kind of going in to stop the overarching
Yeah,
issue
yeah,
of
yeah.
there's bad shit going on. So just to be like, oh, BT dubs, another ghost is going to attack us. Like, they're just going to kind of nod, and be like, yeah, okay, cool. Like, yes, we fuck them up like everyone else. I'm like, yeah. Just remember, don't punch me.
So if is that like the general consensus that everybody thinks that just insert another room, another ghost is going to attack me?
Yeah.
I mean,
No, I don't.
generally, I'm going into a ghost-infested, crazy prison.
Yeah.
I'm assuming everything's trying to kill me.
Okay.
The door is probably trying to kill me. The stone is probably trying to kill me. The thing I'm
floor.
standing
Did
on.
try to kill us.
I mean,
The
the
door
air
yelled
tried
at
to
us
kill us.
aggressively, if I may add, and that hurt my feelings. I
That's
didn't
true.
like that.
We
Yeah.
did aggressively get yelled at by the door.
Okay. Then
I'm a
be fair,
person,
we did
okay?
yell back
I
in
have
Hammer.
feelings.
aside from the obvious of Bub, it's a show and that's what we're supposed to do, why the fuck are you guys still here then?
Because we have people to save. And even though we may not like the people that are in this city, they deserve to live a life of peace and prosperity like the next person.
It sounds like
Nah.
utter and complete bullshit.
Because you fucking.
I'm
shoehorned us
hoping I get
into it.
paid at the end of this adventure, so I'm going to see it through to the very end.
You
Honestly, that's
shoehorned
why
us.
semi-why Oz is here. First, because Professor Al is his home dog.
Yep.
Secondly, money. Thirdly, somehow Oz has made friends with these crazy people, and
Wow.
Heffron's father has guilt tripped him.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
Man.
Zokar.
Hard
It's
guilt
Zokar
trip.
is the answer. That's
I
why.
feel like
Did Zokar
it's
say, please take my son into the ghost-infested prison and make sure he doesn't
No.
die?
not
But he
quite.
implied it.
Did he?
Yeah, but Zokar wasn't a smart man either, so and he
No.
would be the
Yeah.
first to tell you that.
Yeah, he's not a smart. He's not a
Yeah,
smart.
I mean,
guy.
So maybe he doesn't know it's best. All right.
All right.
He
So
doesn't understand how much we're relying on this ghost protection right now.
If it wasn't such a time critical thing, I'd definitely be on my way.
okay.
I'd probably come back with troops, but no, at the moment, it's all about it being so time critical.
Sure.
And honestly, even for my perspective, like I'm stuck here regardless. I don't know how far I can leave Harrowstone or Ravensgrow in general before I'm yanked back. So it's like if I'm gonna have any opportunity at leaving or being freed from this place, I'm gonna have to go here eventually.
Oz has mentioned several times maybe we should just go.
Yeah, no, Rye has been on that. He was on that until
Until
Zokar.
Pevrin. Yeah.
yeah, until
Pevrin's dad.
Zokar. Yeah,
Zokar.
like that
Yeah.
until that happened. it
Okay.
was-
Then I've
You
got to
hit
ask.
me in the feels,
so you
bro.
guys are here because of guilt now, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I've got to ask.
Well,
what
promises? I'm a man of my word. Okay.
What do you think Zokar asked you to do?
Listen, okay, okay.
Look,
Listen,
I'm not trying to like provoke some sort of like negative response. I'm actually asking what do you think Zokar asked you to do?
No.
He
Here's
said,
the
"Save
thing.
his kid."
It doesn't matter what Zokar asked. It's contextually, specifically for Rye, the Nadal story of Pevrin having his own child that he's lost. Like I think there's sympathies there that are very specific to Rye. That it even like. I don't know. Zokar wouldn't have to ask too hard,
Sure.
Like Rye would have felt motivated to anyways. So
I get that.
yeah. So it's like, I don't know. I feel
think-
like, go ahead.
I think I was gonna say just in general, I think him as a person impacted the group enough to even if the the other issues going on throughout the city weren't a factor, if it was just him asking as a favor, like, hey, save my son, get this prison thing under control, I think they would have did it anyway, just for him alone.
So then I want to posit this question: did Zokar guilt you, or did you have guilt prior to Zokar asking?
No guilt is involved.
no.
What
Yeah,
at
yeah.
all for me? There's no guilt. It's just he asked, and Oz agreed to it, and Oz is a man of his word.
Sure. Okay. I can respect
No,
that.
see, I wasn't saying that Zokar guilted us. I was saying you did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 100% you
Yeah.
have guilt trip.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I got
That's
it.
true.
All right.
That's not even up for debate. Yeah.
Torvin is
Yeah,
very
that's
used
not
to
even
taking on
yeah.
orphans and helping them along, so
Sure. That makes
Torvin was
sense.
fine with it.
I mean, from the perspective of, I know you're saying like, why are you going into this prison? Is that really the way to help him? From what we've learned about Pevrin, clearly we need to like deal with this shit. Otherwise, like servants of Nadal are gonna come get him anyway because they're
Gonna be
coming for
used as
Jamenda.
a vessel for evil is what's
Yeah.
gonna happen.
Not only that, but like he doesn't have a good track record of like staying still or like not getting into shit,
True.
It's like okay, first of all, he is being hunted, okay? Second of all, he has an actual other entity living inside of him.
Hi.
And he has a penchant for getting into mischief if we turn our heads for even 2 fucking seconds. So the only logical thing is to keep the kid right in the middle of our fucking party. Anything else is a liability. Jesus. Oh, Zokar. Jesus Christ.
So
yeah,
we're-
but Rye had other stuff with Zokar too. Like
Sure.
they had private conversations, and he stood out and protected his place when
I ate his
there was
balls.
an angry moth tone. Yeah, like
Someone
They're
clip
good
that,
balls.
please. Clip that. Oh.
So yeah, there was a lot of motivation to help.
Where did Zokar hook you? Of all the characters in the town, this is the one that befuddles me the most because he is forthcoming with information. He's honest. He's not a very smart man. He doesn't really have a lot to offer you in general
He
except a
came
couple
back
of
with all
food.
the feels, man. After Jamenda got like cuffed.
Yeah, I mean, between accidentally murdering him. And he fed us the way to a party's heart is through its stomach.
And I get that he's not smart, but he's a wise person.
Sure, yeah.
He's literally the kind of person who at most had very contextual and ambiguous information and still made the most of that situation to not only take care of his son, but
Zokar is by definition a character that fails forward and learns from his mistakes.
Yeah.
A guy that can father someone else's kid.
I felt that
and be like 100%
this whole town,
data.
this whole space, it's cold, right? It's wet, it's rainy, it's restrictive. So was he. He had his own secrets as well, but he was the warm factor in that whole town. He was the giver in that place. He gave more of what he just could have. You could have got your plate, that would have been it. He filled a space. He was warm. He was a giver in that space.
He did. Yeah. Now you said that Zokar had a way with people in general, right? Like he had sort of had an impact on most everyone. And I can kind of
Best way to my soul is through my
that.
stomach, and he gave me food.
He did. He gave a lot of food. So then I gotta ask, since Misty's not here, I'd like to know, Cobalt. I'm
here. I'm just blowing my nose.
Okay, gotcha. Then we'll start with Cobalt here. Your experience with Zokar. How does Eli take to Zokar in this? Is this one of those things where it's like you have a sense of obligation because of how he treated you? Do you feel like there was much of a connection there in general? What do you think? I want to know your take.
Not in the dungeon because of Zokar. I'm there because I want to protect the whole town.
Yeah.
Zokar, I don't really. I mean, he's great and all, but I actually prefer the sheriff
Benjen
over Zokar. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because he's a man of the law.
He's a man of the law, even if he's a little tricky.
I like that he's tricky because he does what it needs to be done, or tries to at least, to have whatever outcome. It's like Machiavellian, like he'll do what it takes, kind of thing.
Sure. Yeah. That checks out. I like that. That's a great answer. Benjen's another good character.
If Pevrin gets possessed by something evil and starts doing evil things, might be better to get rid of Pevrin than allow him to be a vessel for something that's going to cause a lot of damage, like greater good type stuff. So you hold on to that little body, Xander.
I mean,
wait,
as hard as you can. Because
wait. Is the paladin, the lawful paladin, thinking about smiting a child for the greater good?
If he's not innocent, he's innocent right now.
Dude, he was gonna kill me, and I was like, I'm just here to help. He's like, you're gonna fucking die anyway. I was like, all right, I guess.
He can lose his innocence, especially if he's
Dude, he wanted to kill me too. We can bond over this. He thinks I eat children.
Well, he wanted to kill me too because he thinks I'm evil, and he did tell the group that.
Well, you are evil, okay?
You are evil, yeah, that's true.
My developing friendship with Oz and Pecker literally had to do with being threatened by death.
Yeah.
On both ends.
My last words to you were
for being a hobgoblin and a ghost.
They were. Like, admittedly, as cold as Eli was, that was almost as warm as it gets, right? And in that conversation with Pevrin, was there another shining moment where we saw, empathy, or even sympathy from Eli previously?
Yeah.
Have we?
I think so, a little bit. There have been touching moments. There was a time where Eli
almost.
Yeah.
Oh no, that wasn't sympathy or empathy. That was fuck. He's about to be a log that I have to carry. If I don't suck this poison out of him, he's gonna be a body that I have to bury.
No, but he said he did that out of I thought he said he did that out of necessity, Maggie, not that he was.
What?
He might have. I don't remember that.
What are you talking about?
You're talking about what Eli was going through, right?
He's been very transparent with the whole group.
Yes, very much so.
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about there have been a couple times where Eli has kind of like pulled someone aside and like had a heart-to-heart conversation.
Oh, okay.
Like for instance, he had a conversation with you, Tripp, that one time.
That's what I'm saying though. but he did that more out of necessity. It wasn't that he wanted to have a moment. He wanted to keep me in check.
No, I could have definitely gone a different route with that for sure.
I
I
think-
could have gone intimidation.
Okay, so then I either misinterpreted
With the
it or, well, I mean, I did because I think, yeah.
Yeah,
I
you're
was
not
like,
friends.
if you can, I was like, if you're
Yeah.
if you're so worried that you aren't, you know, who you say you were and you were a bad person, now's your chance to redeem yourself, so that you can get that proper burial.
True,
you were
okay, so,
talking
yeah.
about.
Yeah.
Dude, Tripp's over here. Like, I feel like we really made a real breakthrough in our relationship over here.
And he just Eli in the corner. He's all,
Just
Yeah.
sharpening the
Eli's
axe.
like, yeah.
Okay.
I could have intimidated you, but I didn't.
But I
I
felt
also
that
told
conversation
Torvin that
between
I
the two
ratted
of
on
them was like kind of had some sympathy, some empathy in that conversation.
Yeah.
Sure.
At least
okay.
like for me, listening, because I wasn't in that scene.
Yeah.
But listening in on the scene.
He wasn't as stoic for sure, you know.
He also initially, before we knew about Peverin, took the coin or traded the coin for the dagger, which was, I think, a more of a benevolent gesture as far as like, let's, instead of going the path of like dagger, let's encourage your studious habits of paper writing, newspaper ads
Right.
and stuff. So that was
True.
a long
I
time
do remember
ago,
that,
back
yeah.
at like the start of the.
Okay, so
game.
we do have this. Like, I think there's a light, right? There's a light that we see that hangs over Eli that's constantly painting him as this, like, borderline a villain, right? Borderline a villain. And I don't think that's the case. I think a lot of people see the paladin and they're like, man's got a stick up his ass. He's gonna come down on everything. And
They just expect a certain thing.
Yeah.
You know, when they talk to a paladin.
I think that's fair. I think that's fair.
Stereotype.
Yeah. Misty.
like maybe some paladin having a stereotype about hobgoblins.
You're still alive, aren't you? That's
Wow.
that's already hard to live with. All right.
Yeah, it's all of us. It's all of us that's the problem, not the racist.
Look, dwarves don't like goblins. What can you do?
I
If they're
guess.
our
It's
mortal
It's
enemy.
like we have a history of
Educate
catching and
yourself.
doing it.
I like
like
that
a blood
response.
feud.
Dwarves don't like goblins. Stands there saying that as a human. Dwarves don't like
Yeah.
goblins.
I know,
I
and
was-
it's human. It's the greatest thing about it.
I
You're not
forgot
even a
about
dwarf.
that. It's so funny. that
But
this-
I have the
didn't even
favor of a
question
dwarven
it.
god, so you know
It's
I
true.
got a little say. I got a little say about what dwarves know.
I don't
mean,
know, man. It seems a cultural appropriation.
How does
to
the
me.
actual dwarf feel about this?
It
But
literally
he also
says,
hates goblins too.
It
Probably.
literally says that my god, I must slay the goblins and scatter their families. Like I have to kill the goblins. Like it's really bad. So I'm just trying to go with what
Sure.
my
no,
following,
it's 100%
my
great.
teachings are.
Yeah. It's good though. Like these things. This matters. So this is something. Like I'm curious. Have you even previous to this? Have you had much experience with goblins?
Killing them probably.
I mean, I probably have like hunted down a raiding party or something. I mean, it's a big city, so I'm sure. I mean, you know, like low level stuff, probably. I mean,
I'm just thinking
I have
about
to have killed. I feel
your.
like I've killed at least
You know, your average everyday
couple of
genocide. You know,
like go in with like 10 dwarves, kill a couple of
It's a big
goblins,
city, a
small
little
goblin
genocide
family.
happens.
Maybe they like rob somebody on the road.
Maybe. It's interesting. It's something that I definitely like to delve into because I do feel like your character may have not had as much experience with goblins, and I'm
I
waiting.
feel like it's an initiation type of thing.
I'm waiting
You
for you to meet a dwarf that's not as up and up on some of that stuff. I'm excited for the character growth. It's gonna be a lot of
I
fun.
think you're reading fake news. Okay,
I will just preach my
fake
teachings.
dwarven news.
Big
He's like, man. He's like, yeah, we dwarves got to stick together. He's like, what the fuck did you just say, lad?
He gets knee corrective surgery,
Yep.
so he can
I'm
fuse
used to
his ankles to his
stubborn.
thighs. So he's at their level.
Then,
Hey guys, I'm one of you.
Misty, I want to know what your experience has been like so far with Zokar, because it sounds like everybody has their a variety of reasons, right? Like I know we're just gonna band-aid off. We know about the murder, right?
She just stands in the fire and just like, this is
just
fine.
the murder. I mean,
there's more. Let's expound upon that.
I mean, there is like, so she liked him before, right?
Sure.
Like he would, but he wasn't like main character energy, right? He was a nice guy who gave us wolf balls, and they were okay, and they were pretty good.
Dude, that's main character.
I mean, it could have been.
We killed Emerald
but I
Gossip.
killed him before he got like full Guy Fieri. So I feel like he was. My character cared for him in a way that he was Peverin's dad.
Yeah.
Right. So that made him someone to be. It gave him a name and a face in a town full of people she didn't know.
Sure.
Right. So when you only know 5 people in this new town, they all become a little bit more important to you than the other, 95. So that's really where he was. But then when she accidentally, ended his being, I don't know, she took it a little very hard. That was not what, she's killed a bunch of people, right? Like, but not.
They deserved it.
Yeah.
The people that
he didn't deserve it.
He didn't. He definitely didn't.
That weighs, heavy as the hand, heavy as the head that wears the, I guess, burning crown. So I don't know.
All right, then last question. Do you think that Zokar was going to survive the attack on the town?
Probably not.
Listen, that's the thing Rye's been trying to say this whole time, is that we assume he hadn't already suffered some sort of mortal blow before that fireball hit him. He was currently under attack by a skeleton, all right? I'm just saying he could have been stabbed in the stomach, before that fireball hit him. I'm just saying it's a possibility.
Yep, coulda, shoulda, maybe, who cares?
That's
Doesn't
the problem.
matter, does it?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Because the description the way I'm going off of it is the description I got of him right before I cast that spell, he was alive. So in my character's eyes, even if he would have eventually succumbed, even if he was literally gasping his last breath, I unwittingly helped him along to shuffle off this mortal coil, and that doesn't sit well.
I get it. All right, I know that took us a moment to kind of get through, but I feel like it's good. It's good for us to kind of live through those character moments. Last time, you guys finally did the full plunge into Harrowstone, not just the walls.
Full plunge? We walked through one door.
The
Some
door's
of us
closed.
Didn't even go in yet.
Oh no, everybody's inside.
No, everybody's in the first room.
Everybody's in the
I
foyer.
pulled out the 10-foot pole.
Me
and I was
and what's his
pushing
name
the
are like right
door.
here. We're not
Yeah,
even
me-
in that first room yet.
Well, that's technically inside, I guess, but
Oh, okay.
That door's open anyway.
yeah.
I was pushing the door open with the 10-foot pole. And you
me and Oz are
said
chilling outside.
something happened, and that was like the last thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the session ended right with you guys using the pole.
The ceiling, I think, gave a bit. Right? Is that what you said?
I assume that's what it meant. That
Yeah, because that's where
something had fallen.
Yeah, that's.
I spit at it with my acid on the hinges.
The hinges.
You did. Yeah, that was the hinge moment. After the door yelled at you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I was like,
Yeah.
Yelled at me.
I guess you could say the
hissed
door
at it.
itself became unhinged.
oh, it's true. I was going to make that joke, so I'm glad you did. One of us was about to.
Thank you. Wait, did you miss it, Elite? No,
Yeah.
okay.
Yes.
Oh, you did.
Chat, do you
Look,
doubt
he
Rye's
touched it with his
resourcefulness?
10-foot pole.
There you
Yeah,
go.
do you doubt Rye's resourcefulness? You guys haven't even been in a dungeon with
Do you
him yet.
doubt that Rye's
He is
pole is
very-
not 10 foot?
He's very
I
crafty.
do
He's
not
got
doubt.
gadgets
Doctors
and
hate him.
gizmos
Look,
and-
Find
it's
out
more
why
knows.
he
Use
the pole.
He's got
I'm fine.
who's its and what's its galore, man. You don't even know.
I don't know. I've seen some shorter poles that work just fine.
Do you want thingamabobs?
You
I got
plenty.
20.
I see what you did there.
No big deal.
Thank you very much.
I want more. Anyways,
Disney's Dungeons and Dragons.
I've got a flounder over there. If you want me, I have a steampunk Ariel.
the people are.
Actually, I want to be where the people aren't. If you want to be technical.
I want to be where the people are. I don't want to be where these ghost people are.
Oh, you mean in the
that
game?
should be
I
Tripp's
meant
song.
me. You're
Tripp's
right.
like, I want to be where the living are.
Aww.
Just outside, just in the prison, he's just crying to himself.
Aw. See, Christy knows.
so what happens with that door, bub? What's
It
going on with
fucking
that door
blows
when I
up and
push
everyone
that thing?
dies.
You know what? You started
Damn.
singing with us. Don't
Hey-
even.
hey,
you
guys.
Can't, you
Yeah,
can't.
I think the
replay
door was
that
trapped.
shit.
I think it was trapped.
trapped.
Guys, it was trapped. It
All
was
right.
trapped. We all died.
All right, so
Mystery solved.
climbing into our crawl here, it's just so everybody's aware, there are currently 0 luck rerolls. None have been put into the game yet. You guys know exactly how to do that.
We need some re-rolls, people.
The
But
Harrow card. Okay, go ahead.
I just have a quick request. If we do die like that, can we all come back next? Like, can you get a new game together and we're the ghosts in Harrowstone, please? Just like suddenly like make it like a 10-person Zoom, and we'll just be like, "Hi, what's up?"
I mean, feasibly I could. On one
We're just
condition,
on
that Maggie comes back dressed as Oz with the same bizarre googly eye things.
Oh yeah, the one eye would just like not
Spin.
move. It was
Yeah,
so creepy.
yeah. There was one that was spin. Yeah, no, it was weird. It's nightmare fuel.
I kind of like the idea of like a Groundhog Day D&D session where you just keep getting new groups of people and running just the first half of one campaign, and you just keep stacking up the dead corpses of all the previous players. It's like some troll characters hanging off of there, and there's the bear still from the first group, and oh, there's the group that exploded in the main room second run through.
Hello, who's
It's
to
just-
say? Who's to
It's
say
just
that's?
Harrowstone is just littered with characters.
Who's to
Oh,
say
that's
that
what he's
that's-
already
that's-
doing. He's building. We are part of this graveyard.
I mean,
Yeah.
remember Nyx was here in the
Yeah.
You,
Yeah,
Ello, you
that's
you
what I'm
think
saying.
More
you
than
think
just
everyone
Nyx was
made
here.
it out, right?
No, I think everyone's dead. That's what I'm saying. We're just gonna be added to the corpses. We're gonna have to start over. We're just gonna find ourselves over and over again.
I hope not. I hope not. I would love. I don't think you realize the types of things I would do to see this campaign to finish. Okay, some regrettable things.
This is only
Well, I
part
feel
one
like-
too. There's like a bunch of
There's
other
more
parts
books.
too.
There's 5 books
Yeah.
after this. Yeah.
I feel like if we keep singing Disney songs, that may be the outcome, though.
Ooh,
Like,
okay.
Based on your reaction.
What's our next song?
I'm gonna go lay in traffic.
Mulan? Would
Yeah,
be-
oh yeah.
Need
I
a
can do- I
Man would not be a terrible song.
Oh, make a man out of you. That's right.
Yeah.
Fucking love that song.
Okay. Let's
We
go.
can sing that song as we go through every door.
I'm
Please.
just gonna start singing the rock song, but not the one from Moana. Like instead, it'll just be about drive. It'll be about a power. We'll all stay hungry and devour.
You need Dwayne the Rock Johnson?
Yes.
Oh yeah, man. Rock the Dwayne Johnson.
God damn it. Guys, you are standing in the foyer.
Holding a pole.
I'm not a guy.
You were
Actually, I
standing.
play a guy, so never mind. I am a guy.
You're standing in the foyer. Rye has his 10-foot collapsible pole. You're pushing the door open shortly after Oz had loogied up the hinges with acid. Yes, just like that. This time there was no bizarreness, no strange spells occurring. Thank God. Thank God.
No one's deaf. It's fine.
Yep, we waited that one out. And you're standing at the door from the haunted foyer. You push the door open. It seems to hang for a moment. You've given it a strength. Go ahead and give me another strength check, please. I see what you had last time, but I wanna freshen this back up.
Sure.
Same roll.
Okay. And I know how to do this because I'm really good at this.
Yes. Very close to your previous roll. You push this, it kind of catches for a moment on the stone as the door tilts a little bit, but you give just enough, and there is a creak. The sound of it sort of like pulling and like scraping across the ceiling of the stone, and then it falls flat to the ground. Dust kicks up, and it starts filling this hallway. It's very long. It's about as far down as most of you can see. Now, despite having dark vision, there is a torch that changes the way that your vision operates. You're moving with light now. So you're operating on the light's field of vision. So it's 30 feet. It goes further than 30 feet. Do you wish to continue?
Rye looks at Eli.
I was waiting for it. I was like, I wonder if they're gonna ask me.
You're the one with light on
After
your
you,
shield.
sir.
You're the one that's guiding the way, dear paladin.
All right, clutch my. Now you can go first. No, I'll grab my shield and lift it up, and my hammer as I walk slowly through the door, and I'll say, "Keep that light on us, close behind.
Okay.
Stay tight."
Wait, keep that light on us. I think your
It's
shield
on you.
is the light. Yeah, it's
Oh,
on
does my
you.
shield have
Your
light on it
shield
now?
has light
Okay.
casted on. That's why I was telling
Correct.
you.
Stay near the light.
So is that the plan then? Do we still have
I
proper
follow
marching
behind.
order?
Yeah, I follow behind Cobalt.
Okay.
I'm scared.
Make sure that I have.
Actually, should I like follow up the
No
rear?
tentacles,
Or is
please.
Torvin in the
Yeah.
rear?
We need a beefy man behind us.
I feel like Torvin's pretty good in the rear. I'll go in the rear. Rye will go in the rear.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I am no
I
good
need
in the rear.
wide vision, but there is none here, so it's all good.
I can always like charge through you guys.
I'll be in front of
Be at the
Oz.
front.
Okay. So go ahead and position your tokens, please. You guys do have control of those.
Oh, right.
Yes.
Always forget that.
But I'm in like the middle. Oh, though now I'm. No, we're just like a blob.
Well, you guys are all going before me, so I'll just
I can go in the front.
wait here.
I don't want to be in the front.
I'll go. I'm good in the front.
When Temerity passes me, I give her a wink.
So,
Like a little, like maybe like a I got your back kind of wink, like a you're
Okay.
good. I'm watching
Az
you
rolls
from
his
behind.
Does Oz, do you roll your eyes?
No.
Okay,
Unless Oz notices.
I don't know. I'm not
Roll
really sure.
perception.
Are you trying to hide
I've got to ask. Like, is this something where?
There's nothing to hide. I don't feel a need to hide it. So no. I'm. This is
Okay.
the most obvious wink. I'm like,
Okay. Oz
I'm like
rolls
a-
his eyes.
do I
rolls
see him
one
roll
eye.
his eyes? Do I see
His
him?
one
roll
eye
his
rolls. One eye rolls.
focus,
One eye
you
rolls.
son of-
Um,
The other
sons
one's
of
always
bitches.
One
Yeah.
eye rolls. Oh, that's just normal then. That's just Oz on anything.
I think so. When most people roll their eyes, they're just not like real quick, right? Some people are, large, exasperated sighs. Is what would this look like from Oz? It's like, or is
Yeah,
it just
something like that?
okay? The tension, that bizarre tantamount fear that seems to be lingering on the air. After you wink, you hear that comes from Oz.
Mums? What's going on with you? What's your fucking problem? No, I'll just take note of it. I don't know. Maybe I misinterpreted. We're in a dungeon. It's high stakes. I don't know if he even saw me wink, I don't know.
Would
Oz makes grunts sometimes.
Oz, would you be kind of like cold shouldering here?
I think Oz has been more distant, just in general.
Okay.
Yeah, Rye wouldn't have noticed
Okay.
specifically just because things have been
But we
tense
haven't.
in general.
Yeah, things have been
Yeah.
just crazy in general.
Sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
so that's why I think Rye's less perceptive to that.
Well, and a sigh like that could also be in this kind of situation interpreted like, oh, well, he's getting prepared, he's ready to go, or he's.
Yeah.
I feel
it's
like there's
something
a lot
to know.
of-
It's like a, like a little footnote, but
Sure.
I look forward to it happening more and more, though.
Torvin, where you are standing right now, you are currently you guys are stuck in a 20 by 20 room. Now it's a lot of refuse, a lot of debris here. There's a bucket that's been catching water that's fallen. You have no idea how long it's been here. And despite the situation, there is no levity provided that can immediately break you away from understanding that there is some sort of bizarre tension between Oz and between Rye. And you can tell that Rye has no idea. Not a clue. Oz, however, not quite seething yet, but you've been around long enough. You can read people. You can see when they're upset.
It's happening again. They're getting all distracted. We're all gonna die.
It's a strong leap. Strong leap. I love it. Eli, you've taken the lead. Everybody's lined up behind you. You feel that with some confidence you can lead them down the hall. This might be the first time that you've had people so close to you out of fear of a hallway. Or what could be there. Feels a little silly when you think about it, but here you stand. You can see some doors off to your right. Wooden, similar to what you just felled. Hallway extends past your field of vision, as far as you can tell. Do you move forward?
Yep. I'm gonna start trying to systematically eliminate rooms
Okay.
so we find what we're looking for.
Sure, I got
Or
you.
anything. I'll
Sounds
step
good.
up until the first door and then have a look around if I may.
You got it. You got it.
And whatever, if everybody's moving with me, I'm sure we're all moving together, right?
Are you giving like a command that you're clearing them, or are you just kind of just taking it upon yourself to do that?
Well,
Oh, I thought
I was
were
gonna
going
let
through
Bub
this door.
see first
Are we
before I
going through
said
this door?
anything.
Okay.
No, you're
I must-
going to the
Left.
horizontal hallway left.
Oh, I thought we were going straight. Okay.
No, this is the one Rye walked up to and was like, "Let's do this one."
Yeah,
And we're
yeah,
like,
yeah.
All right.
So you've moved to the first door. Instinctively, do you just grab the handle and push your way forward?
I mean, I'd like to check it out, if make sure to see if there's anything that looks suspicious from the outside
Sure.
before I go just barging in.
Nothing
Or
as far as you can
listen for
tell,
a
at least
second.
basically so, but sure, perception's nice. It'll help you discern if anything is out of place or if you might be able to catch something bizarre with the stonework.
Shit, and that's -2 as well. So.
Okay.
Well, I'm just gonna start kicking down these doors.
You place your hand on it at first, and feels as if it's not locked, as far as you can tell. Do you put your boot through it, or do you just push and wait?
I'll push to see if there's any resistance first.
Not much. Just the weight of the door.
Try to push it open.
Sure. A slight creak. Nothing. It's a small room. A 10 by 10. Looks to be a very, very small table, a chair, a series of books lined up across the top of this table. This is a study.
Do any of the books look worth having a peek at?
How would you like to determine that?
I can use intelligence if I feel like that'd be like an intelligence thing, maybe. I've got knowledge, religion, knowledge, nobility. I think that's about all that would apply that I have checked.
You just want to grab this up to see what it might be then.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the contents of it?
You just reach for the first book. You filter a few pages open and you realize that it's a ledger. Each of these books look very similar by design. They're marked by dates. And this appears to be a ledger dictating prison operations. You are seeing some of the more basic prisoner files. Income statements, supplies, scheduling like bath notes, when people are allowed to go for break, that sort of thing. These books haven't been open in 50 years. They're smoke damaged. You can smell it. It's pungent on the pages.
All right. I'll exit that room and I'll say I don't think there's anything in that one. Just some old ledgers. I don't know if anyone else wants to check it, but we could keep moving.
I'll stay here and look over them while you guys continue on to the other rooms if you're okay with that. I'll be just right there.
You need to stay near us.
What's that,
Has
Torvin?
it been disturbed, son?
Nothing from what I can tell. Looks burned, old, dusty. Just old books.
Well, that's good then. Let's keep going.
Pevern, you should stay near us.
Maybe
Very
with the
well.
books.
Do you grab any of the books then?
I would. Oh, if he's grabbing one for me, sure. But if not, I would see if there's anything specifically tied to records of, either inbound items like stuff like being taken into possession from people as they were being brought in,
Okay.
or a list of names.
You do see names as you flip through these, walking down the hallway. In a brief amount of time, as you flip through, you catch some of the belongings of prisoners that were brought in, some things that have been confiscated that they had tried to sneak in, some earnest means, some less than savory means. A variety of things are dictated here. Give me... Let's see here. I would like to see from you a perception check. Okay, even or odd in your favor?
Odd.
You hit my DC for this.
Ooh.
Even. You failed. You flip through and nothing immediately stands out to you. None of these names sort of leap out. Roll one more time, please. That is significantly better. While you don't particularly see anything here, maybe it's not necessarily you that sees this. A voice inside. Wait. Hold on. Flip back 2 pages.
What? Okay. And yeah, he'll flip back too.
There. Look in the middle.
He gives him like control of the hand, so that way he can help guide him.
It takes a moment and sort of coming to as it wakes, and it slides down the page, and you see the index finger tap 2 times on a name and slide it straight off the book, almost lazily, like it's drunken. And it clears this like almost thin layer of like a film of smoke from the page, somehow seeping through from time, even being compressed that tight. You see a name that is no longer listed as a guard. Jaminda Ironside.
Well. Looks like Jaminda used to be employed with the Harrowstone prison. Good find, Byron. Good find.
Wasn't that over 50 years ago?
It was.
Well, does that check out with her story?
Whatever story are you asking about?
Like her
Said
back
she was sent here
that she does that
to
that
look
does,
for the Pevern's mom.
yeah.
Oh, well, yeah. That was after Pevrin was born.
Oh no, excuse me. I didn't mean Jaminda. There's another J name that I've managed to misplace. There's a particular
Gorovin?
We're all
No,
like
blacksmith.
Jaminda.
the blacksmith.
Oh,
Jorfa.
Oh, Jorfa.
Oh,
That
gotcha.
makes more sense.
Okay.
That
I'm
makes
like,
more
I was like
sense.
Jaminda. That
this
I
is
knew it.
It just turned into Days of Our Lives up in here.
Yeah.
I was glaring at her for the right reasons, and
It's like
everybody-
don't drink her potions.
All right.
But
Well,
yeah,
that's still. I mean, did she ever mention that to you? Just out of character?
No.
No.
Huh. Interesting.
Nope.
Intriguing.
You do see that in this ledger that all the other guards are listed as G. Dot. She's G.IT.
Oh, so she did IT for the prison.
Yeah, she did all their telecommunications.
All their networking. Yeah.
Is this someone you know, Pevrin? Or do any of you know the name Ironside?
You hear that?
Torvin know an Ironside.
You hear that inside again. Jorfa. She's a blacksmith. Isn't it her?
Who I got the sword from.
And she made no mention of employment here.
She didn't really offer up a lot of talk, just the supplies.
Town is rotten with secrets.
I.
It would explain why she gave you something so well equipped for where we were going.
She had to have known there was a chance we'd figure it out.
Potentially.
Then why would she help?
Well,
Because she's not coming back with us to do it herself.
and former employment doesn't dictate guilt on any level. At least, it shouldn't.
But not mentioning it seems rather suspicious.
It does.
Hmm.
If I
Oz is
flip-
looking at
Go ahead.
Torvin,
Oh shit, that's right.
but doesn't say anything. And then looks at Eli. It's Eli. And Oz spilled some tea.
Going through this list, there's nothing else I can there's nothing else that's like grabbing my attention, right?
There's some things that, with time, how many books did you grab? Just one, just the one?
However many I was able to be okay to look through. That's what I was saying. If they're gonna go through those doors, I wanted to take time to go through these ledgers.
Sure. Pevrin's not very strong, so you might be able to grab like 4 books and carry it for a short time before it starts becoming cumbersome. But yeah, as you pan through, this material, it might have some use at some point. You definitely can see some of the research potential. I will say, external to this, if you wanted to take the material held within this office, or offices even, it would take some time, but it would provide you guys with a permanent research bonus on any materials relating to Harrowstone.
I'll be down with that.
It would take some
Check
time.
out the area.
Like what
I've
kind of
got-
time?
I've got a lot of intelligence, so I should be good with books.
Roll 2d4. Anyone.
Who's doing? Okay, Tripp's doing.
5 hours.
Woo.
It would take
Oh,
5 hours
low.
to gather all the materials, and you're about to discover that it's not just this room. Eli, as you move to the next room, you realize similar situation. It too is an office, similar ledgers.
Oz will offer to assist with going through the papers to see if there's anything useful as well.
Okay.
Yeah, because I mean, if we're here, we're not going back. So I mean, if we're picking up on this information, then I would say we do it as a group effort. But I mean, that's your guys' call. So
Yeah, Rye would be down to start looking through books.
Okay,
I'm sticking
Burn a
with
lot of
Eli.
daylight.
you are in fact. So I've got Oz, I have Rye, I have Pevrin looking through the materials. Would this also be for Torvin and Temerity?
Yeah. If they're flipping through books, I think, especially based on what I found at the temple or the church, there's information to be had, right?
Is there any
So
particular information
are we
that you
clearing
might
out?
that you might be looking for? Like, are you looking for people? Are you looking for items? Is there? Give me something to work with.
Well, first of all, Rye would tell everybody. Rye's done a few stints as a treasure hunter, and he would want everybody to know that the fire could work in our advantage. If they see anything that isn't damaged by the fire, like for instance, if there's 4 books on the shelf and 3 of them look damaged, but 1 looks pristine. There's a good chance that it can't be hurt by regular fire, by regular means. There may be magical items that are undamaged by, time.
Mhm.
So if those stick out, if you happen to be looking around, just to keep an eye out for those.
I want to know information.
The absence of damage, yes,
about
correct.
Father Charlatan, since I don't know anything about him. If there's any names or any of the main names that we know for the 5
Yeah.
prisoners. You said they were all it was low level prisoners from the one that I looked through. Also guards as well, like Jorfa, and I guess any items of interest that had come in and hadn't been shipped out or were unaccounted for.
Okay. If you would please, Eli, give me a knowledge local. I'm going to give you a circumstance bonus here, since you kind of have some ideas of what you're looking for, what you're after. I'm going to give you a +4 to your knowledge local.
16 then.
16. I will let you find one of the subjects that you want to clear.
What do you guys think? Father Charlatan or
Bear in mind,
or
you
items?
guys are burning time here.
Whatever you want, man.
I mean, I would but just pick one because they're all gonna be a thorn
It's
in
a
our
good
side.
option.
Yeah, agreed.
I think knowing more about the one person that we haven't discovered anything about would probably be the best.
Okay.
Or items, because items are always good to know about too. Those are helpful.
All right, so you are looking for information, particularly on the prisoner known as Father Charlatan, or items.
Guard, I mean, whoever. If any mention of that name or something close to it.
Sure. Let's see here. Okay, so what you actually can find, it's going to take you guys some time to stumble across this information, but you finally uncover the date of which Sephic Corvin, aka Father Charlatan, arrived to the prison. 3 months prior, it was a dangerous hall. It contained arguably the most dangerous people in the prison. 5 notably named, and a 6th. You look over the names.
One extra than we thought of?
You look over the names and you recognize them. You've heard their names prior. The Piper of Ilmarsh, the Mosswater Marauder, Lalopper, the Splatterman, Father Charlatan, and an unnamed, only dictated as half-elf male.
You were the chosen one. We trust in you.
On Father Charlatan,
Sorry on a lie, though.
the things that they say. He was brought in basically built-ware, things that were more or less destroyed. The only thing that was really recovered from him and placed into possession of the warden, it speaks of a staff, a black staff. It says that it's covered in holy symbols and not just of one god. It's mired in dozens of gods' holy symbols. The guard who took down these notes says also that he left them feeling very uneasy, not in the ways that the other prisoners left them feeling. They knew the dynamic. They knew what they were supposed to do. This man was different. Said he was a snake. It says, and I quote, he could sell sand to someone in the desert.
You don't go and touch that staff, Oz. That thing could be bad
Is
news.
the staff in this room?
No.
Oh, okay.
What staff? Has it already.
Yeah.
Sounds like big trouble.
That's what you uncover on Father Charlatan. They were brought into Harrowstone at the same time. They were entered here. Their belongings were taken. And they were placed in the prison hold in various places.
And so, is that information for these 4 doors, or all the way through to the end of the area here with the larger room?
That's what the offices that are provided. Given the time that you guys are putting into this is what you managed to uncover.
Okay.
There's a lot of books. You're looking at like 200 to 300 books that are a few inches thick a piece.
Okay. So
Are some, I mean, or what would the percentage be of them that would be not damaged, would be not damaged enough to read?
They're all, right? Like they're all damaged, but you can read them.
Okay.
Especially if you utilize like read magic, you can utilize like read text. Honestly, most of them just need restored.
To digitate the smoke off of a lot of the.
You could. That is also something that you could do.
are there any other documents that are around, like a map?
No, not here. No.
No. Okay.
Would the documentation that he was reading, would it give the prison cell number for the unknown?
It does not, actually. The dictation that would be covered for that particular prisoner, it's blank. It says again, half-elf male.
It's a friend of yours, Tripp.
It's your twin. See, it's funny because he's an actual twin.
True. But he's ugly.
Generic Fruit Loops.
Fruit Loops.
Are there any Rye's gonna like just go through each room and kind of just look for little here's and there's, maybe,
Perception, please.
under a
The books are interesting.
cabinet
You can
or-
tell that the books are
yeah.
interesting to you, but you're not looking for that. You want something else, something to pique your attention, and you've had to do what you've had to in order to survive, meaning that you're not afraid of doing things like grave robbing.
Correct. Let me put it to you this way. Would you consider, like, at a certain point, having knowledge of where things are hidden is not necessarily perception, but maybe something closer to dungeoneering or something like that?
Knowledge engineering would help you ascertain like placements in walls, in floors, even ceilings might help you understand what sort of traps are there, what material it might even be made of. This place doesn't really look like it might hold or herald anything that would be sought after treasure. You can tell that this door has been shut for a long time.
Yeah,
Okay.
I do have.
All right, I'll just-
engineering. This place just looks old and damp and falling over most.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like sometimes it's not about, like, if I go up to a desk and I know that, like, there's a 2 out of 10 chance that if I hit, if I reach in the back, I might feel something, because that's a common hiding place.
Yeah.
A
It's
loose
less to do with
stone.
perception and more to do with knowledge,
Right.
Yeah.
You
that's
can
all I
tell,
was
like,
saying.
just based on on dating this area, you can tell that this is a common zone. So someone may have, it would take, based on what you know, based on the fire and some things here, it would take an incredibly high roll in order to find something. I'm not telling you no. I'm saying that you can try.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I'll just do 20.
Interesting. Yeah, actually, you do see something, and it only sticks out to you because it's not like this with any of the other books. You're pandering from room to room. You're seeing, the subject of the work that everybody's going through. Some of them are flipping through books, and you're just tall enough, right? You're just tall enough that you can see over the top of the desk shelf. And you're walking, asking what everybody's going through, and then you make it to that third room, and Torvin is waiting. He's holding Barp, but he's waiting. This isn't really what he wants to do. He does feel like it's burning daylight, like it's wasting time. But you notice that one of the books in the row, it looks almost as if it's crinkled, where the rest of the books, they seem to fit uniformly so in space. This book, the cover of it seems almost bent and crinkled.
Interesting. I investigate.
When you pull it from the shelf, immediately the page flings open. Not like whips open, but it loosely does so, almost as if this wasn't pressed by a book company, but someone trying to conceal something. It's heavier than the other books as well, and it swishes around like liquid.
It swishes inside of the book?
Yes.
Okay, so can I just like open it? Is it
Sure.
cut? Is it cut in the middle or something? Is there some sort of...
You move a few pages over and you see that there is what looks to be someone has cut into the book to conceal something, a hidden place. And it was enough damage to the book's design that it caused the front cover to wrinkle in. When you flip it open, there's a flask.
Yeah, oh. Is it labeled?
It isn't labeled.
What color is it? I mean, or is like, what else about it? Can I see through it? Is it transparent?
It is not transparent. It's a tin flask with a wooden bottom and a wooden spin top.
Rye's gonna open it. He's not going to smell it directly, but he is going to sort of waft, just like hold it out and waft a little and see if
Someone's
he can.
drinking on the job.
Is there any smell to it?
Oh yeah. It smells like lamp fuel.
Oh, really? Interesting. Someone was hitting the sauce, and I toss it to Oz. I say, it'll put hair on your chest.
Oz taste it.
Oh.
Where do you think the acid comes from?
This horrid, bitter bile immediately just flows into your mouth. Do you take like a big gulp, or is this just like a little taste?
Little taste, like you would when you're like tasting a potion to see what kind of potion it is.
Yeah.
It's like, trying to taste what it is.
You taste it, and it has that immediate burning sensation, right? That immediate burning sensation that alcohol of strong potency does so. And it only further explains that smell. And this is particularly odd. You're not sure if it's the dating of it. You're not sure if it's because of the age or what may have happened. Maybe something with the fire managed to occur here. As you know, that it's already seeped through most of the books. But it immediately has that like rubbing alcohol like burn and smell. But what follows is most curious. It smells dirty. It leaves this dirty taste in your mouth of like the utmost worst descriptors for like a human, right? Like it smells like a dirty belly button. It's nasty, pungent, and the taste hangs on your
I don't know what a
tongue.
dirty belly button smells like, but that sounds disgusting.
It smells sweaty and foul like awful.
Ugh.
Not as an AWFUL, but as an OFFAL.
Yeah, because we like fouls here.
What do you think?
I was like,
Rye chuckles a
Just
little
like-
bit.
tries to open it. The nuts.
Do you toss it back?
No.
Can I get
Um,
a fortitude save? This isn't difficult, but I'd like one.
This is how Oz dies.
Rye does kind of motion for you
19.
to throw it back.
Okay, Oz will get back.
Rye will take a little sip too.
Sure, and it's similar experience. Very similar experience. It's disgusting. It's foul. Do you just do like a light sip, or is this like a big like manly, swig?
No, I just do a light sip,
Sure.
and as soon as it hits me, I just look at the group like my face is just contorted.
I like a similar.
I'm looking at
46.
Oz like, how did you handle that like so well? Like, I'm like,
Smells worse than that poor dead bear.
What are you doing?
Tripp's like, hey, me too. I want to try some of that. I'm an adult.
Can I get a fortitude save, please?
Gotta focus up.
oh sure, yeah. I'm like trying to kind of spit, but I'm like, my saliva feels heavy,
Sure.
Let's go. There we go. 22.
20, very good. Neither of you notice any sort of like lingering effect, right? Nothing. It doesn't make you puke. Nothing of that nature. You kind of like leaned over and spit it out because it's disgusting. Just right down over your arm, your sleeve.
Tripp will actually ask for that flask though. Like, all BS aside, he actually will motion to ask for the flask.
I look at the group like, are we going to give the 11-year-old the alcohol? And I'm kind of like, yeah, but like,
Don't ask Oz, because Oz doesn't think an 11-year-old's young.
all right, kid, here you go.
They're all
like
12
toss
to
him.
me.
Same thing.
toss it to him.
He does smell it. I mean, even as Tripp, would any lingering sense of, would he know this if this is fresh, or like if it's poisoned in a sense? Not even poisoned. Is it bad? Has it gone bad?
I mean, it's definitely, if there was ever a descriptor for an alcohol, has it skunked? Yeah, it's not great, right? This is just from the smell. The smell alone is pungent, right? It smells like, well, like lighter fluid and weeks old dead animal.
I'll drink that shit.
He's gonna pour a couple of drops on his hand, and he's gonna like feel for it to see if it's viscous at all.
There is a thickness to it. There is a bizarre thickness to it. It's not like an alcohol that you've experienced previously.
Okay. Seeing that, then he kind of lets out like a heavy sigh. He's like, never mind. I apologize. I was trying to figure out something to do with this, and he kind of shows the laceration on his hand. But he tosses it back over to
Torvin. You see the wound on his hand. He's still attempting to cover this as much as he can. It's a pretty vicious slash. You can tell it's from the War Razor.
Have you had that looked at, lad?
not much time. Unfortunately, I've done everything I could to wrap it, but I didn't want to take the risk of oh my gosh, what is it called? Cauterizing? There you go. I didn't want to cauterize the wound to possibly cause further infection.
Maybe next time talk to the person that knows a little bit about, medic, like things first. We wouldn't need that. Look, we'll need a dry location. I'll have a look. You'll be fine, but...
Do you grab his hand at all to, have a better look at it while you're here?
Yeah.
Okay. You grab his hand and instinctively start, holding it up to, look at it, trying to get Eli's shield moved so you can see the light. And you feel a tingling on your hand, actually, from his. It first starts like this almost menthol-like tingle on your hand that turns into a burn. Do you pull your hand back at all? Do you release his?
Yeah, I do. I have a look at my palms.
You glance back as you're looking over this, and you can see layers of your skin, your palm, starting to peel back. It starts to peel back and open, almost like it's blossoming or blooming like a flower, as parts of your epidermis just starts to shear itself away. Give me a knowledge history. This is a dwarven lineage bonus.
Interesting.
What is that from again? What'd you get?
Knowledge
cut
history?
from?
Yes. Wow, very good. Even with your bonus, you kill it. This is rare. It is incredibly rare, but it was designed for one purpose. This is called Iditer. Iditer is a fluid that is designed to kill dwarves. Other people can drink it, and it's terrible. but it will kill a dwarf. It will even make their skin scald and raise back.
Well,
Wait,
don't
wait,
give
wait,
it
wait,
to
wait,
Eli.
wait. The thing that we
He
just
thinks he's
drank.
a dwarf. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I thought he had a.
That you just
wound.
offered to be
Just
a drink of.
alcohol.
Yeah, that one.
So
what you
so it
what
is-
you felt when you grabbed his hand was where he was rubbing that between his fingers, and then you grabbed his hand. It touched your palm, and luckily it wasn't very much. It's been a long time. It's honestly it's illegal in the land, and it's probably been over 100 years since you've seen it actively even used. To discover a full flask of it, there's a lot of malicious intent for Iditer.
Ooh, so someone was trying to kill someone.
Jorfa.
Dun,
Was
dun,
it
dun.
Jorfa
Oh,
with the eye-diter? This is like Clue.
like
a game of
Clue.
Clue.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Dwarf in the prison with
in
that stuff.
I
In the prison
died.
cell.
what would Tripp see the his hand like peel back?
Oh yeah, I mean at this point he's guided the light from the shield over to look at your hand, and then he let it
'Cause
go
I-
to see his hand.
I think
What
I
in the
like Tripp
devil is
would
that,
freak out,
Torvin?
like thinking that like his wraith power I accidentally kicked in. Like, cause I mean, if I touched him and that's happening,
Do you
like,
what do you do? Do you
No.
you panic? Do you
I
apologize?
put
What?
my hands up
Yeah,
and I go,
I-
no, that will kill
I'm sorry,
God.
I'm sorry,
Why
I
is
didn't-
that here?
but
Rye's looking over at Torvin freaking out.
This is poison. It'll kill any dwarf. Dwarf kin.
Well, I
Dwarves,
drank it
though.
and I didn't die.
Just dwarves though, right?
Because you're the opposite of a dwarf, Oz.
That's a good way of putting it.
But it's just for dwarves though, right?
Well, so far,
Maybe
I haven't
should've-
really done deep research, to be perfectly honest.
But we should.
Well, that's
Aye,
interesting.
it'll
We should
kill
be
us
fine.
all.
How
We
do you
should-
make
guys
something
should
that
hold on
just
to
kills
that.
only one type of person? Oz is intrigued by this.
I would close it up. I would toss it back to either
I'll hold my
Rye
hand
or,
out.
oh,
Rye
Since
had-
I'm near
Alright.
you.
give it to Eli. The moment he puts his hand out, I do not want
Aye.
to touch that shit.
It's not a
Eli,
popular
you
truth.
Take this.
It's not a popular truth that any of the races ever talk about, but there are items like this that were created for practically every race, and they all have different ways. It's interesting that the dwarves, for theirs, more or less boils them down to nothing. It will even slowly disintegrate their bones. For gnomes, it turns them to stone permanently. There is no resuscitation when their particular vitriol of choice hits them. For humans, it's a little different. Sometimes you just have to wait. Humans have the shortest lifespan. Biologically, it doesn't take much. That's why they lead fast and quick lives. Goblins, on the other hand, more often than not kill themselves.
So does Rye have it? You toss it back to Rye?
The moment Eli stuck his hand out, he tossed it back. Like he freaked out because he thought he hurt.
'Cause I
He
was
hurt
holding
Torvin
the
before
shield
then.
over his hands for light.
Yeah.
Rye gives it a look over. I hold it up. I'm looking at Torvin. Can you? What is this stuff? What is it? What does it do?
Maybe push it down.
He backs
So
away a
did
few
you
feet.
take it from me then? Is what you're saying?
I think it's just still like in the group. You guys are pretty much gathered, very very close together.
Well, I handed it off the moment Eli put his hand out. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm not holding it.
Oh, okay. So who has it right now?
I think
Do I
Eli.
have it?
Eli has it.
Eli has
Holding it.
Oh, okay.
I said maybe I should hold on to that, and I stuck my hand out to Tripp.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, I missed that.
Mhm.
Okay, my
And
bad.
then Torvin's like, put that shit down.
Might be useful at some point.
I'll tuck it into my bag, and in case we get attacked by dwarves, then he'll say with a chuckle because it's sarcastic.
Tripp looks back to Torvin. I'm sorry. I didn't know.
I fine. Yes.
Is his hand
Even-
okay?
It's scalded.
How's your hand?
When you glance back down at it, it's not got very far. You can tell it's scraped away, it's scalded away probably the first 5 or 6 layers of skin in about a 2-inch diameter on your palm. much more of it would have gone significantly further.
Who got to your clay? Well, clay would have been
Shut up.
sleeves. Would have been
Don't say it like that. Oh my. No.
seeping out.
I think if we finished all of our document searching, unless there's anything else in particular you guys are looking for, or anything else, not anyone. Or I guess both.
I mean, Rye's already done his cursory.
Yeah, I'm mostly actually spending the time outside with Eli. Just, I'm looking around the area, making sure things look safe.
Okay, then yeah, I guess we'll circle back and then choose our next room.
So, just for my own clarity, I would assume that how many rooms are involved in this search as far as the map is concerned?
This is the 4 rooms on the right-hand side. They're all nestled together. They're 10 by 10s.
Okay, so nothing further down the hall, not that, these other 2 doors at the end.
I'll go ahead and move our panel here so folks can actually see what we're looking at.
Sure.
So, these 4 rooms, let me go ahead and find...
The one that Rye is in front of now, these 2 doors right here.
Okay, so you're at these doors. You moved all the way to the end of the hall at this point.
Correct.
Gather around, children.
All right. Let me get you some details on these. Okay. There's my document. Got it. One of them is actually marked. They're marked with, you can see that there were bolts that looked like they were like almost, I don't want to say like they were spun, right? Like a screw, but more like they were nailed into this place. Very, very thick nails. Bored out. It looks like 2 of the nails still hang, and there is what looks to be some sort of plate on the floor just in front of that door. This is the door on the left.
I brush away whatever dust might be on it and try to read
It is a 10-backer plate, and it looks like it was etched. It says Warden Hawkran.
Now, does the door look like it was hastily nailed shut? Is that what I'm getting?
Decay. You're looking at water has come through. The nail is rusted through. You can see the head has kind of spun and flitted away onto the floor. It looks like this just a small bit. The base of one of the nails still hangs in the door itself, so it's...
How's the integrity of the door look? Does it look like it's going to fall like the last one? I'll roll an engineering to check.
Sure. It looks fine. This door looks fine.
Okay, I try to open it.
The door gives about half an inch or so before you realize that it is stuck.
I kick it.
Okay. Anybody attempting to stop, or are you guys you're okay with Eli just stepping up and kicking the shit out of the door?
I was expecting someone to open the door.
Got it.
If it goes stop, fine.
Then give me an
I can
attack.
spit on the hinges.
Holy shit.
Give me a reflex.
Kicks the door.
We don't have any rerolls, do we?
Not
The
one.
door kicks back.
God damn it. Okay, well.
Chat.
Oh my god. My
The
god. What the
fate has
fuck?
spoken.
Are you
Takes
serious?
the little toe.
All right, well,
Two net ones in a
it's
row.
D&D.
It's not.
What are you gonna do?
Rye tries to push the door just a tad, and he sees that it gives, but it stops. And then for a split second, he pauses before raising his leg and planting it practically in the center of the door to try to force it open. He wasn't accounting for it not giving. His left leg sweeps out from under him from the sheer force, and he falls flat on his back. You hear him gasp as the wind is knocked out of him. Stone came fast.
So
You
we
need me
agreed to
to-
let me lead.
Spit on those hinges?
I'm okay.
Job, I'm take your stuff.
I tried to get up quickly to kind of recover and try to look at least not nearly as dumb as I did.
Yeah, I would help and assist if he needs help getting up, especially if he's having.
Yeah, the
trouble breathing.
11-year-old is gonna help.
You lean down and you
Need a
assist him
hand
getting
there,
up. He
lad.
doesn't seem to really need help, but you offer the hand, and akin to your own father, right? Akin particularly to Peverin's father, you have this memory fleeting. as you lift him up, or at least assist him, his body cracks and creaks in multiple places, and you can hear the signs of wear and weathering, because you know that he's not a youthful young hound. He's a man who's a little long in the tooth for this sort of adventuring.
You old.
I'm 46. But I do.
Here, let me
But,
give it a
that's
try.
a long. That's a long time.
That's
for
a-
life.
That is a long time for a rough and tumble human adventurer.
Especially when you only have like no souls.
That's like football player old. Like
Look,
you
he's
shouldn't.
got 12
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Like I'm way out of my prime. UFC, I'd have retired.
Yeah.
6 years ago.
Yeah. one
Ryan's gonna
man's
lean
soul
up
is
against
worth at
the
least
wall.
12 children's souls.
He has 12 children's souls.
I fell on one of the child's souls.
He's got a young souls.
Thank God those children's souls broke my fall.
I want to try to pry it open with my crowbar.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna lean on the wall and try to like catch my breath because I got it knocked out. The wind knocked out of me. So I'm just gonna let Eli do his thing.
Thank you, Waylon.
Hey, Waylon, appreciate that, bud.
We only need a bunch more for one reroll.
For true. It's every 10 subs.
Did I take any damage on that? By the
No, you took heaps of embarrassment though.
way, dignity damage.
Yeah.
Pride
Oh,
damage.
okay.
Can I
Yeah.
ask?
Eight
Are
ego
there
damage?
are
Can I
there
spit on the hinges?
visible?
Hinges are actually not visible on these two doors. Where it appears that they were
Okay.
crafted on the others, almost lazily so. This is flat against the stone. The locking mechanism appears to even be on the other side.
Oh.
But it's open like a smidge already.
It just hasn't quite hit the locking bar. Yeah, they didn't exactly have like gelding locks, anything like that. They just had like a 2x4 that they would place in the brackets.
I see.
Well, can I use my crowbar?
Can
somehow?
I spit on the bracket?
You can try. There's no visible bracket. Unless you can
Oh.
somehow spit under the door and then back up onto the bracket on the other side.
I mean, I could try.
There, wow, okay. Go try, please.
You just add a little twist to your, like
It's
when you
the-
do a
it's like-
curveball.
It's like
in
from
bowling.
Goofy, the Goofy movie. It's the perfect cast, right?
Yeah.
If you do the perfect cast, then you can spit on the other side of the door. Kaiser,
I like it.
There you
Waylon
go,
coming in.
Waylon.
Appreciate that.
Woo.
Appreciate that, my guy.
Oh,
Is
a
that
bunch
one?
of-
Come
thank
on,
you.
that's got to be like one.
That
Thank
puts
you,
us at
Need 4 more.
4 more. We need 4 more. So 4 more will net us our first luck reroll of the night.
Max learned a lot about his father in that movie. I
He
think.
did.
Aw.
Mhm. There's
If
a
you
lot of
listen
bonding.
to each other's hearts, it's hearts, right?
It's hearts. Listen to each other's hearts. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
we got Bub singing.
it's a fucking great movie. It's
Spit.
stellar.
What's the
For the
band's
first
name?
time ever.
Powerline?
Yep,
Yeah,
Powerline,
I think
thank
you're
you.
right. Yeah.
I have a Powerline purse that I keep telling myself I'm not allowed to buy.
I'm jealous. I can't get away with a purse, but that sounds amazing.
You can get
It's
away with the
it's a
purse.
first of all, yes, you could, yes.
Yeah,
Secondly,
yeah.
it's a backpack. Technically, you could get away.
Mm.
I'm gonna send you
Oh.
links,
Fat Man.
and that's a see we riffed until we get a reroll.
See, that's what we do.
Fat Man, thank you so much, man.
Thank you, Fat Man.
Appreciate you, boss. You guys have your first luck reroll.
Yeah.
Just in time. Thanks.
If only we
I
knew
rolled
that
2
it
ones
did.
in a row.
Take it easy, Waylon. Thanks again for everything, buddy.
Are you
Good night,
spitting
thank
on
you.
this thing?
Thank you for the hot drop.
Are we gonna magic bullet it? Magic
She's-
acid bullet it?
I don't think she's. I don't think Oz intends to.
I don't think
Okay.
that's actually possible. I was joking. I don't think I can spit upwards from under the door.
If I can't crowbar it, then I just want to run full speed at it with my shield and try to knock it down.
Damn.
my God.
Okay.
These
Rise.
freaking brutes.
Yeah. No joke.
They're just like kicking
Speaking
stuff and
as
running at
the
it.
Urban Ranger.
Hey,
can
man,
offer
I
maybe
checked
a
it.
more better way of doing this.
Where's the person who's like made out of stone? Can't you just like meld with the door and like appear on the other side?
I want. I want to.
Don't you have door walking?
Are you essentially bull rushing the door?
I want to run a train on the door. Yeah.
Damn. Okay. Give me a combat maneuver against this thing. I want to see a CMB.
Oh, can I aid him by doing like a wrestler thing where like we grab arms and we turn and then I like send him going?
You don't even know what he's
like
gonna do yet. You know, like
Fully.
you just see him kind of line up, and then he just starts charging at the door, like very stoically. So let's see a CMB versus CMD.
That's not. Letting me click my CMD for some
Dude, I
Adventure
totally
is
want to do like a wrestler
Biggest
thing where it's
hurdle.
like off the
Doors.
rope, so you
Doors,
grab
yeah.
arm spin, and I send you going. You know.
Oh, CMB.
Yes. B as in boy.
I just push him while he goes by to add to
Stupid
his
question.
power.
I thought we had.
That's how it
I thought we
is
had like
lined.
breach charges, didn't we?
You want to use a breach charge on a wooden door?
Jesus
yeah.
Christ.
Where
I'm
did we
gonna-
get those from?
You just
I
put
coulda
them
sworn
away
we had
if
some.
No, you guys bought them. You bought
Yeah.
like it's not full TNT, right? It's like not trinitrotoluene, but it's like lighter. It was designed for like miner's charges, so you could
Oh, it's not like those
crack them
square
all.
things like in Call of Duty where they put them on the fucking metal
No.
door and we just
You-
go in and start
No.
shooting
Negative.
everything? No? Okay.
No, wrong game.
Dude,
Exactly,
I'm
wrong
seeing-
Wrong game.
I'm just seeing us walk up to these doors, like trying to kick up. Somebody's running into him. It looks like that gif from like with the FBI busting in
Yeah.
from the ceiling.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like busting a wall down and like flipping a table.
In a
The
world,
warden's room.
Well, he's
there
doing
are
that,
many
though.
doors.
While he's doing that, Rye's gonna go to this other door and try to open it.
Okay, all right. So you wait for him to bolt pass by and strike the
Oh,
door.
can they
And then
both
you-
be bolt
Yeah.
passing
Yeah, we're
at the same
sidestep.
time?
Doors, we're busting.
Okay,
He's
this
gonna
is
wiggle
all
that
right.
door.
All
Yeah.
right, we're gonna go in confidently, slowly. Be quiet. We don't want to alert them. I'm going into the door.
They're fucking ghosts. They know.
Yeah,
we're
they
here.
know we're here. All right, they already sense us. Fuck it, let's just fuck.
Sure. You sprint into the door as fast as your armor and legs will carry you. Right. You build up momentum and you strike this door. Your shield clashes with it, and you feel it give a little bit, but momentum wasn't enough. The kinetic energy springboards you back. Reflex, please.
Rye
Don't
says,
do worse than Rye.
"Is that all you got?" Oh shit! Nice.
You recover. You
Damn.
spin, releasing that momentum out. You let the arm swing, almost like you're trying to block like a sword swing with it.
Yeah, that's
Can
a tough son of a
I?
bitch right there.
Do it again.
Can I use my mage hand and just like put it under the door and have it lift?
Can you see it? If you can get vision on the other side of that door, there is a gap.
Can I like go look through the gap and try? Well,
Here's a question.
Let me try my hand at it.
Here's a
And he's
question.
like,
Because there are 5 of you, and I help build your kits. Did anyone buy a mirror?
Nope.
That's what I asked last time. That's what I asked.
That would have been
And
real
nobody
nice.
has a mirror. I didn't take a
Look,
mirror.
no one wants to look at my face, not even me.
Well, I would look at Oz's face, even that one eye that keeps doing the thing.
I'm not that
Bob,
vain
I was
to
just
have a
Little
mirror.
face.
I was sad when I realized we didn't have a mirror. Okay.
I mean,
I've been
don't we have
I've
a
been
sword
writing with
that we can
chalk.
like use as a mirror?
Remember, as we've been going through the.
You might.
Yeah.
Do you want to try it?
What? Use a sword as a mirror?
I mean, I got
have
a dagger.
steel.
Yeah.
I have steel,
I'd rather
like a
use a
flint and
dagger.
steel. I could use it.
Oh, a dagger. Well, yeah, some sort of shiny metal object that we could like perhaps get a reflection
Anyone got
from.
something shiny?
I'll
Can-
take
How
my
about
dagger
sticking
out.
my
In
shield in there?
character?
Razor.
My metal ass.
Could it be,
You go.
could it be that Pecker goes and grabs something shiny?
I have the polished silver war
Yeah.
razor.
He
Oh,
is a
the polish. That's perfect.
yeah.
All I see is the scene from Robin Hood Men in Tights. Lend me your ears, and they all just pull out their ears
Yeah.
and they just throw it at him.
Right.
But yeah, when they ask for that, I'll head up to the door and then I'll slide it under and try to get a good angle in on
Right.
it.
Oz
Sure.
motions his little creepy green hand up in there.
There's no light source inside this room. It's dark. If you can get any kind of light source in this room, then I'll let you mage hand
Cast
it.
light on the war.
Can I
razor.
cast light on the war on the? Thank you.
There we go.
I will do just that.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Boom.
You got
Do I
it.
need to roll it or is it?
No, it's accepted. Luckily, there is no negative wild magic today. People went out of their way to make sure that you guys got off free. So there's no negativity here. You cast light upon the war razor. You hold the war razor just under the door in a way that will cast a potential reflection. And it's enough so. It's hard at first because the light is nearly blinding when you look at the subject. But yes, Oz, you do get a reflection and you can see that there is a beam that is blocking the door.
All right, I'm gonna try to move it.
Okay.
Or does it weigh more than 5 pounds?
It does not.
I lift. With
You
my
cast
magical hand.
Mage hand on the other side. At first, it's flat against the floor. And then you visualize it moving up. As it leaves your field of vision, your eyes immediately track to the War Razor, which shows it lifting up as well. And it catches the bar at first, this almost 2x4, this wooden block. And within the force, you flip it. The sound of wood panging off of the stone in the room, and the door shifts open 3 or 4
I
inches.
got it. And Oz will back up out of the way.
I loosened it.
Fucking kick the door and I'm all...
Oz rolls both of his eyes this time.
Good job, Oz.
Past
Teamwork.
Oz, he goes, oh, that's good.
I'm just doing knife tricks with it. I'm like, let's do this. And I just put it back.
The room before
but-
you.
Oz will pick up the War Razor with the mage hand and kind of like motion it in front of Eli so he can like see.
That's
But
what
doesn't have to touch.
that's what low-level mages do in the future when they're out of money. They actually use their mage hand to hold the knife. It's like, this is a give me all your money. Like they don't actually want to touch the knife.
This is a robbery.
I'm scared.
No finger.
I would still have hold of the War Razor.
Okay.
Bet
So
that
if
thing.
it still has light on it, then I would just be at the door though. But I'm not gonna like enter first. So if someone
Okay.
wants to do that, then yeah.
It's not a very large room. It's not a very large room. Let me go ahead and cut your door here so you guys can enter into. The room isn't extremely large. It's a 20 by 20, right? It's a large space, but it's not the size of a building. What you find here, this is this particular room, this spacious place here. It smells of mildew and rot. A long desk and chair sit to the south, while to the northwest, a narrow alcove contains a closed safe. The thick layers of dust cover absolutely everything in sight.
They're not disturbed. This is
Gotta
good.
open that safe. Can I figure out how to open that safe?
I mean, you can try.
So
Sure.
that's this room here? Yeah.
That would be this particular. Wait, it's not got me on the right layer. This room right here.
Oh, it lets you go and it did. Oh, there it goes.
I check out, whilst people are checking things out, I'm going to check out that window. I want to make sure we got an escape route.
It's barred.
Okay.
Bet that hand comes in use when you cook, huh, Oz?
Sometimes.
That awkward air.
I can mix multiple things at the same time.
As everyone slowly enters into the room, discussing cooking patterns of goblins. You're the first feet to fall into this room in over 50 years. The dust unsettles. The musty smell of rot and smoke, mildew, permeate the room.
When we were in the warden's house, were there any photos of them with maybe like a date of their wedding anniversary or something?
No, not
I
that you
have
could
the
tell.
picture of them in my pocket as well.
Yeah.
Rye watches them go in there, but he doesn't care. He's still on this other door.
Okay. There is no spinning mechanism here. This is purely by lock and key.
Oh. So we're just looking for a key.
I will look for any evidence of them having a baby.
Can I
being
get
like a father?
I'd like to get
I'm gonna search around for key.
Yeah, same.
Peverin, Tripp. I want from you. I want a willpower. Give me a will save.
Will save. Why are you making will save in here?
Because it smells like corruption.
Isn't he corruption?
I have a luck reroll, right?
You do, in fact, you do.
You have one.
Just one.
There we go.
Ooh, got saved. See,
You feel
Waylon and Fat Man.
much more at ease in this room. Every other place here has felt like this daunting structure looming over the top of you, almost like a noose is at your neck. The stockade is waiting for your hands to be placed. The axeman bringeth down the axe. Not here. This is a port in the storm. You feel safe here. And you feel it before anybody else does.
The keep.
I'm like opening drawers, looking for a key,
I
feeling
would
underneath stuff.
make my way inside then, and kind of let the ease take me. If that makes any sense.
Sure. You step inside and you feel relaxed. At least more so than you have been since you've entered this place.
I would pull Temerity aside. It could just be me, but this room feels safer than, well, everywhere than that's not here.
Detect Undead has been showing me the...
Yes.
Right, I'm going to cast Detect Undead.
Sure. You cast Detect Undead, and this is the only place that you've discovered thus far that doesn't even have a single trace of undeath.
Okay.
No spirits have walked this room in over 50 years.
Ooh, I wonder
Oh, wait,
if there's,
I think we found the room. So, there's no one's been in here. No non-living people have been in here for quite some time.
Go ahead, Wyld. Rye. You wanted to check out the other door. You know the others got in just fine. They seem to be investigating. You don't necessarily feel like you need to be there, but here you stand before another door. Do you want to kick this one as well?
Yeah, I do.
Give me a strength.
Like, okay, so they all walked in there and he's like, his pride's been hurt. So now that they're all gone, nobody's watching, he's gonna try to kick.
Okay, then give me an attack. Give me an attack. This isn't just simply placing your foot. You actually want to kick this door down. You're proficient in this, so give me an attack.
Sure.
It's good. It's good. Okay, this is...
Like, I'm taking vengeance for what the other door did to me. Like, I have a vendetta against doors.
Sure.
All we hear is justice.
Those doors killed my family. They have ties to the Russian mob.
You kick this door and immediately swings as if not even really been held by time at this point, and as soon as it clips the wall, you hear a hinge shatter, and it starts to fall, hanging about 2 feet off the door by a single hinge at the bottom.
I give myself like a very satisfied smirk and like a, yeah, I still got it kind of thing.
Sure.
What do I see in there? Or do I see anything? Because all the light has been taken away from me.
You probably don't see a lot. Do you have access to the torch? Somebody went in with a torch, I believe.
I did. If he needed it, I mean, I have literally a lit war razor and a torch in my hand, so.
I have stuff in my backpack. I have like a torch. I have flint and stuff. So.
I mean, if you call for it, I'll hand it off. Like.
Okay, I'll do that then.
So yeah, if he calls for it, then I'll walk back out real quick and then hand him the torch and then walk back in and go to my safe space.
Sure. You hand him the torch. You kind of peek in briefly, and the room's not nearly as large. It doesn't appear to be nearly as interesting. There is what looks like no furniture from your immediate angle, but when you look in, Rye, you can see that there are 2 benches. On either side of the bench is what looks to be a pail, and there are very, very old moth-eaten linen lying on top of both of these benches.
Does it look like like a bathroom maybe at some point?
Yeah, this looks like a washroom.
Oh, okay. I walk in kind of cautiously. I want to look around the walls or anything. I see any.
Sure, there is another door that's probably about 15 to 20 feet in. You can tell it leads to another small room. You're not sure how large it is, but...
I'm going to walk in. I'm going to investigate this room. Just, give it a cursory look. Check in the bucket, stuff like that. Just basic shit. 4.
It's dried, collecting dust at this point. The moth-ridden linen is like, it's old, very dirty. You can tell that it's taken a lot of like the smoke it's absorbed through. You may find like a single bar of lye that looks like it's been used over and over, but time has just left it where it sits currently.
Do I hear anything? Like, I'm going to walk closer to this door. Do I hear anything on the other side of the door?
You don't hear anything, but even with as low as your perception is, you smell something.
I look at the door and I try to decide if I even want to. I'm a little recoiled by the smell.
You recognize the smell.
Oh yeah, I go for it.
Okay.
I'm a dummy.
I mean, even with a low roll, that's fine. It doesn't take much
Oh, no.
here.
Yeah.
You immediately recognize the smell of fecal matter.
Ooh.
Do you push
I
on?
open the door.
Sure.
Yeah, I open the door. Yeah.
It appears to be a man-made privy. Small, makeshifted toilet, essentially. Nobody changed out the buckets. Had other things going on at the time.
Does it look like the fire has reached this part of the
It didn't burn.
prison?
This is the thing that you've noticed. It didn't burn. Nothing past the foyer doors, as far as you can tell, because you've gone further in. Didn't burn. It's just taken
Yeah.
so much smoke damage.
Yeah.
And even this room has, it's taken smoke damage.
I'm gonna hold my nose,
Mhm.
you know, or like hold my breath. I'm gonna walk in to the privy area and just do it, you know, as long as my breath will let me kind of just look
Sure.
around.
Go ahead. Perception, please.
Someone
Yeah,
had
sure.
something in the poops.
I don't know. I'm not a very perceptive guy, but in my own way.
As far as you can tell, this is even less descripted than the previous room of a guard's washroom. There is nothing here short of a seat and a pot to shit in.
Do I have to shit?
Look, I'm not playing your
that would
character.
be a good. Rye takes a shit.
Wow. Okay.
I mean,
Fuck it. I mean, why are we? You know what? You know what I've never done in D&D? I've never used the bathroom. Okay.
Yeah.
And I want to experience that today, so I'm gonna take a shit.
You got it. You got it. Yeah. I like. It's the nerves, right? The nerves are building up. It's like your home all over again, except it's self-contained, and that's got to build some anxiety, man. You got them spooky poops. It's fine. I get it.
Yeah, man. Like when you get in a hiding space.
Yeah.
You know, you're playing like hide and go seek,
Tag?
and you immediately have to pee.
I can't play hide and go seek for that reason.
The spoopies.
The spoopies. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I'm gonna
It's
add
like-
to the mix.
I'm just like, hey, it looks like we found the wards. Why are you shooting?
I'm not gonna like close the door. You know,
I didn't
I'm
think
keep
so.
It kind of like
I didn't think so. That's in the movies. That's how people die when they have that fear of being like, ooh, someone's gonna see my nads. Like, no, that's how they get Candymaned, right? So,
Someone's already watching you.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't.
well, you get a
Most of these
googly eye
people
at
have
the door.
already
It's fucking us.
No, I meant the ghosts
Oh
in this place are already watching you.
The ghost
This
is-
one googly
I'm
eye
busy looking
that's
for
rolling
keys,
around.
okay? Us got other stuff.
There's
What
a
are you
ghost right
doing,
now.
Rye?
There's a ghost right now that's judging you. It's like, I can't. It's Zokar's like, unfucking believable. Like,
So, how,
Could have shit
like, what are we
anywhere
doing
else,
for
and it would
this?
have been a cleaner shit than where you chose.
Do I have to roll, or do we just assume it all went well? Like,
whoa, man. Like, what's your fiber intake? Like, I don't know. Like, are you regular? You're obviously
Well,
you've never
you
shit in a
know,
D&D game before.
What
So
are
like,
you wiping with? Is the question.
well, there's linens all around, right?
I mean,
Yeah.
You're gonna have that
like your
classic
old
smoky
dusty
bum.
linen.
how much fiber do you ingest? Like maybe he doesn't need to wipe.
He's had
Man,
a lot of
I,
peaches.
you know, when I jumped into this idea to shit, I didn't know that I was going to be bombarded with all these questions, but I'm happy to take
You
the
know,
time to roll for
homie
them
has
all.
had wolf balls and lots of peaches.
Dude, yeah, I have had, I've been eating peaches like nonstop. Do you know what that does?
Someone let me know. Are peaches a laxative? Like if you have,
I know apples
All
are
right.
absolutely like.
I don't
are,
think they are unless they're
Peaches
like.
make you. Oh, you know what? It auto completed that. I barely typed makes.
Most fruits
Most
will help
fruit.
ease constipation.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
this is
So,
quick.
you
Rich
know,
in fiber.
I got like magical peach poops right now, and I'm.
It's a lot of
Magical
So-
peach poops.
Yeah, so if you're asking me how well this is going going as well as eating magical peaches. So I think the answer is yes. It's going very well.
All right.
It's
What's
like
going
the
on?
In
most
my notes-
Sit
stable.
on and have
In my
peach
notes, I'm
poops.
like talking about how we get into Warden Hawkins' room and stuff, and then in one section it says, "Meanwhile, Rye poops."
Right poops.
And you know,
yeah.
I'm Torvin. I'm
it's
Possessed with
ropey.
money
It's like
bandages.
ropey and healthy. It coils.
Torvin. I'm going to give you the luxury here of discovering a human male in the midst of spoopies. Rye has left your group immediately. You know that he was at the door, but nothing holds Rye for very long. Do you glance off to find him to verify his location, or are you just like accepting it as...
He's just wandered off.
He's wandered off. You know there's at least one more door here.
He's walking outside, like leaving.
No, he's just not in your room. And then when you look, he's not down the hallway.
Roll for perception for what you hear.
Ew. Why?
I mean, technically, he's a man who hasn't pooped in 46 years.
Like
He's got a lot to
12.
let go of.
I'm like 12 years old.
Yeah.
He's not in the room. There's no
Sorry.
signs or sounds of what, like, well, danger.
I mean,
He's
It
supposed
sounds
to
of a struggle.
Actually,
you may need to come save Rob.
perception, please. Perception, please. Yeah. Amidst the sounds of the thrumming of Harrowstone, you have paid keen and close attention. You are an urban ranger, designated to like locating people in urban areas. This is a structure, man-made, and you can even tell that this has probably been dwarven cut. So this is kind of like a second home to you. You are catching some bizarre sounds. Definitely not sounds of the people that you're with immediately, like rifling through papers on desks, things of that nature.
Who does number 2 work for?
Let it out.
It's Tom Arnold.
I go take a look.
Just peek around the corner just to verify what you might be hearing.
See, he's all right.
Sure. It doesn't take a lot for you to understand. It takes a lot for your mind to immediately wrap around the fact that someone has gone into, obviously, one of the most haunted locations in the world, drop their rear protection, a torch nearest them, which is highlighting them in the utmost and also artsy of ways, and highlighted them silhouetted on the wall. It's Rye. Knees together, he's sort of leaning. He's taking a shit.
I got business. I just
I've
kind
seen
of put a hand up.
Ancient dwarvish. Everybody shits and then goes back to the other room.
Got it.
I'd
read
like
that book
to
too.
try to convince Temerity to take a wager that Rye's the first to die. And I'm asking, you want 2-to-1 odds, 3-to-1? What's it gonna take for you to?
That's a sucker bet.
Artsy spooks.
I'm not taking that bet. I feel like it's too good of a chance here.
Come on, it could be a discount on that sword.
All right, let's go. Fine. I will enter into a bet with
All right, 2-to-1, 100 gold.
All right, deal.
All right.
Do I hear this? Do I hear them betting over
I
my
hear this?
inevitable
Anybody else hear
demise?
this?
I think Torvin hears this. Peverin and Oz definitely hear this.
Oz is preoccupied trying to find the key.
Sure. You can't ignore what you hear, though.
Okay.
It's probably a little fucked up to hear.
It is fucked up.
Yeah, it would be like that slow turn. Me and Oz were like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Keeps wandering off by himself, and it's annoying, Eli.
I feel like
You hear the
Eli
sounds
and
of
Eli are
of
like
a
used to
rippling fart
fake-
through the hallway.
Oh, God, no.
Eli's
you hear the
pissing out the
sounds of
bars
a-
of the window at the same time.
That's
You hear the
fine,
sounds of a
it's
man
fine.
struggling at the end.
I don't even.
That'll be
I'm
better
just-
once it's all over.
He's got like one nug left. He's trying to
Fart
get it
sound
out.
after fart sound echoes off the walls as it enters your ear canal.
Damn.
Well,
Too bad he's not a dwarf. That'd make the bet easier.
You think for a second, could these be the farts of a ghost? No, they are but the farts of a man.
That's a shitty joke.
Yep.
my God.
It just keeps happening.
I'm done. I'm I wipe up, I grab some of the linens and I, do my best and
Linens.
yeah.
He
I'd like
did
to start
establish
around.
they were there before he started.
My
Yeah.
goodness.
Yeah.
It is
Somebody has
the
to watch
oddly
this.
Rise wiped with
Oddly-
much less before.
oddly well thought out.
Yeah.
Nothing quite like the lingering smell of smoky man taint.
God, why?
But who
Man
could
Pan
tell?
is, like,
Who
better
could
than
tell?
Velvet Cover Band.
Who could tell in a burnt
Can I
purgatory?
find this damn key?
Yeah, I'm
You don't
still
find
looking for
something
the
clean
key.
to wipe your ass with.
I'm
No,
just
yeah.
saying,
Like, I'm
how do you
helping
know if
Oz.
it's me
You're
that's
not
smelling and not
standing
just
near
the
me.
whole?
Oz, you're pulling
everything.
out drawers. You're
my
moving
God.
paperwork. You're trying to like lift everything that can move to look for
Feeling
this key.
underneath the things. On
Nothing.
a wall. There's no
Nothing.
stone. Somewhere. There's no
I
rug.
walk back.
Is there a rug? Lift it up.
There is a rug, yes, but you lift and nothing.
Nothing? Nowhere?
Nothing.
No,
No
key.
key.
Anywhere.
No key.
Oh, I like no key.
I do too. I was thinking, now I'm hungry. Um,
I walk into the room and I put my hand on Eli's back and I clasp it. You guys find
Did you
anything
even
good in here?
wash your hands?
there's no running water in here.
I just like, clasp him
It's
on the
the
shoulder
good-
like friendly. You guys find anything in here?
You got any like chocolate covered pretzels? Is that what we're doing here? Like what?
Oh, were you wiping it on him? No, just kidding.
I am evil.
It was nice to see you.
He doesn't know what I did.
He knows you walked
Just a
away.
little bit of good luck, I hope.
I give Eli a wink and I release his shoulder.
Damn. You just
I brush
a
it off.
winking fool over here, man. You know, the one person that needs a wink is Oz, and you've not winked even once at Oz.
Hey Oz, do you mind?
I shared a drink with Oz.
Did you do your
I was the
trick on
first
me?
one.
Oz is looking around. Is there anything else useful here then? If there's no way to. No
What immediately
key?
draws your eyes, right? Without fail, everyone has seen this. It is the safe, this wall safe.
There's no other paperwork or anything that looks intriguing as I'm sifting through stuff.
Mundane stuff, nothing as far as you can tell.
All right,
No.
I'm gonna try to open the safe. Like
Okay.
lockpick or something. I don't know.
All right. I'm here for it. What you gonna do?
I don't know. Lockpick it.
You got a lockpick kit?
No, but I got my hands.
All
My
right.
grappling.
How sharp are
I
your
got a
nails?
grappling hook.
I got a grappling. It always goes back.
I've got the grappling
some knitting
hook.
tools. Can I
Okay.
use like the knitting tools to like
I mean,
stick them in there?
I've got a crowbar. That's
What
we use
gauge
that for
needle are we
safes,
talking
right?
here?
Upon seeing the safe on the wall, Rye is immediately intrigued and walks over to Oz to see if he can help.
Oz
Sees
is
Oz kind of struggling.
maneuvering through his belongings, finds his knitting needles.
I want to investigate this safe. I want to take a good look at it.
could you
See if I
not
can
maybe
determine
just
anything.
do a wee spitty vommy on the locky bit?
Ooh, good idea. Yeah,
Might
I
damage
spit it
what's
on it.
inside.
Yeah, but that-
I'm
exactly.
gonna acid splash this shit.
Right, you peer over this. It's decently sized. It is it's large for a small safe. Anything larger than this would require a special structure in order to support it in the wall itself. You like obviously you don't know how deep it goes into the wall, but you're also not sure what's in it. You can tell it's not been messed with in a long time. Safes at this time were made very interestingly so. More often than not, saves were not made by human hands. They were made by dwarven hands. They bend metal. They manipulate stone. And saves are made with stone and with metal.
And Oz just spit up acid on it. Is that
Yeah.
correct?
On the key. The
I kind of back up suddenly as like I'm like, whoa.
You
So I
spit
was just
acid?
kinda looking over it.
yeah, I spit
And-
acid.
It takes a while before it starts to take any effect. It sizzles a little bit. You can see it starts to eat through some of the top layers. Well done. Authenticity. Spitting on your microphone. Real streamer right there. That's what I'm talking about. But no, it doesn't seem to eat through the thickness of its cage.
Okay.
You could
I
maybe
take
try
a-
it on the latches, on the door, maybe.
Oh, yeah, there are hinges on the door of the chest or safe.
There are no visible hinges. The way that it was designed, they're tucked inside of the chest.
Hmm.
Oh, they're in there.
Crowbar
Dwarves
that
are
shit.
sneaky and talented.
I look over at Oz and just go, no key.
I was looking, but I didn't find none.
I got this. And Rye gets into dragon stance in front of the safe.
So back up.
When like takes a deep breath and he rears back and just punches this fucking safe right in the middle.
Make an attack
I
for me.
look over to Eli
Sure.
and I say, I might have a 50 gold wager. We'll talk later.
I might lose this wager now.
20 strength.
I need an attack.
Oh, you need a tech?
Yeah.
Fuck me, man. Now I'm gonna fail this.
I hope
I
not.
roll so
There's a reroll. 17, not bad.
It has no effect.
I hit it again.
Go for it. Roll again.
God.
Good luck. That's dwarven made. That I could recognize that anywhere.
You strike it with everything you have. You know that you placed a strong center blow to this. Nothing.
I don't
Not even
have
a
any
knuckle dent.
thieves tools or anything like that, but maybe my knitting tools could work.
I'm not seeing any damage on this thing at all.
Not from your punches, no. In fact, every time you strike, you feel it kind of almost weakens your hand.
Yeah.
I want to pick the lock.
He pulls his hand away to like look, just take a look over this, and as he's looking over the safe itself, no marks, but you can see blood start to pool up over the front of his knuckles.
Maybe you should stop doing that.
I'm gonna go over and just kind of touch his arm, like
You need a lotion there, lad.
Can I try to lockpick with my knitting tools?
You can try. This is an exceptionally hard DC, but I don't know, you might have points in it. Go for it, give it a shot.
What would you like me to roll?
Disable. Disable device, yeah.
While she's doing that, or he's doing that, Rye's gonna just kind of tell a little quick story about how one time he actually did punch a safe in, and it made him
You know what?
lifelong.
Gonna use my reroll on it. Why not?
It made him some friends in a quick moment. He looked really cool doing it. He was just hoping to recreate that moment.
You love to see it. You love to see it. Oz, as Rye, you're telling the story, and you can see Oz sort of meticulously move in and take both of the knitting needles, start to angle it around. Surely Oz had seen this, or at least heard of this somewhere, maybe read it in a book, and starts giving it a few tugs and turns, and you hear it. And
I
Oz,
think I got it.
you remove the two that you have, and one of them snapped off in the lock. It sticks out about 2 or 3 inches.
Well, that didn't work out.
Rye looks kind of like sideways, like a bird maybe would, and over over at Oz.
Whoops.
Well, there's
now-
an old trick where if you lever or counterlever the leg correctly to the north and to the west, and then actually push on it at a 30-degree angle, you can pop both the hinges, but not on this one. I'm sorry, no.
Well, what's the point of telling that story?
Well, everybody else is vomiting on things and punching it. I thought I might actually have a conversation and say something that, that's how dwarves work and think and make things work.
Yeah, it could come in use next time you find a safe.
I
Mm.
mean,
Like
have you
that.
ever? I mean, you are a dwarf. Do you?
Does he have a key for it?
Well, I mean, I don't know that he'd have a key. I don't think there's like a master
Ooh, all
dwarf key. I
dwarves-
think that's a little.
All
Are you
dwarves
saying
have
that all
keys to
dwarves
all-
can
yeah.
unlock?
Well, no, I don't know. He might know a trick. Like, I don't
I
know.
left them in my other pants.
Is the
If you
is
keep
the
dribbling
knitting
on the lock? It will eventually work.
Oz actually looks at Rye and goes, "Mums."
Well, I mean, I nod at Oz. And say,
Oz
"Mums."
leans in and he's like, well, wasn't there a key inside that locket that you had?
Oh, I think that was for that was for the what you call it, the books or the documents at Zokar's, wasn't
the
it?
chest.
Correct.
I do go. I mean, I still have the key. I'm pretty sure. I do go in and I grab it.
Sure.
I mean, into
You
my
check.
bag and I pull it out.
Instinctively just like eyeball it, and when you get up next to it, you realize it's not nearly large enough. This is meant for a significantly larger key.
I shrug. Is the knitting thing like in there and broke off, or could we
Yeah,
just
it's
like pull it
stuck.
out?
I mean, it would take like a small strength check, but you could probably wrench it free.
I just walk over and try to pull the little
Sure.
bit out that it's stuck in there. I don't know.
Sure.
Of course, that's what I.
You do see with ease. It feels like nothing. Like you can just kind of pluck it out.
Well, at least the lock's clear. Perhaps we'll find the key later. I think we should move on.
So we
Eli,
didn't miss it in that damn
Oz
house.
is annoyed.
Eli, is there something you wanted to try? I feel like the way you might be around this, you might want to try, or you had some ideas.
I mean, I have a crowbar, but if there's nowhere to fit that in, then I can't attempt to pop it. And all I have is artisan tools for blacksmithing, so I don't
He's
think
got
any
a
of that's gonna
grappling
help.
hook.
I mean, I could like stick something in it and hammer real hard, but I don't want to break it in case we do find the key either.
Sure.
So, and I got respect for the dwarven craftsmanship, so
Okay.
I think I'm just gonna hope we find the key and not try to jam the lock.
I gotcha. All right. So before we go on too much longer, I've got to ask, how much longer are you guys good to run tonight?
I need to
go ahead.
take a break for about less than 10 in about 5. But I'm okay
Okay.
for a while.
Let's is everybody else good?
How about everyone else?
I'm gonna have to be out by like 12:15 latest.
Just so 15 minutes like later than normal time then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
All right. Then let's take a short break here. We're only gonna get about another 40 minutes into the game before you have to bail. But we still have ground to cover. Let's take just a short break, just a little bio. We're gonna take like a 3 to 5. And Misty, if you're not back by then we'll keep going.
Yeah,
and
go
just jump right back
without
in.
me and I'll. Yep.
All right, guys, we'll BRB. Don't go too far. Get yourself some water, do all the jazz, and we'll see you in just a minute. Okay.
Be kind to your grappy.
Be kind to your grappy.
Wait.
Okay, guys, we're back. Sorry about that delay there, but we're here. Misty
Hot cocoa.
Misty will be with us in just a moment. So let's kick this back off. We know at this point that you're struggling to get through the safe, right? The safe has become I don't want to say a prominent issue as much as you.
The safe is safe, you might say.
It is, in fact. That is
From us.
That's words I would use, in fact. You can push forward. You can kill more time here if that is what you wish.
I think we go.
I feel like with the books and what you've currently gone through, you've burned about an hour.
Oh, we didn't stay
does
for
he
the
say
5
like
hours
that?
to get the research bonus?
No, because you have to take the books out. You have to leave with them.
Oh.
And spend time.
Yeah, no,
You
we're not
mean,
doing
like-
that.
Well, maybe we could just kind of like out of character, if we get to a point where maybe we need to heal and retreat back out to that little house, maybe grab a few of them on the way out while we rest. I don't know.
It's not a bad idea.
I mean, yeah. Or if we secure this place for our own, we can do that too.
Mm.
Okay. Well, in that
Well, this
case,
is a dead end. So,
It's a good point,
Yeah.
actually. If things
We have
go
to go back
wrong,
to
this
this
might be a
room.
good place to come back to.
and there's 1, 2, 3 more spots.
Real quick, Bub, these
Yes.
things on the wall, are these are these windows?
They're barred windows, yes.
They're barred. Okay.
Mhm.
Can we change the barring?
Yeah. Can I go up and like you can see out, like
Oh, yeah.
into the courtyard?
Yes.
Are they still strong? Do they seem damaged? Do they seem
Very
old?
much
Do they
so.
seem like
Very much so. These are mortared in.
Window shopping.
okay. All right. I don't like the idea of coming back to a
dead end. No.
dead end, like if there's like a way to kind of bust these bars out or something. But
Our
that's not-
safe room, though, so
You
maybe
you-
busting the bars out would let things in too.
It's true. You do also, as Xander had said, you guys do still have the blasting charges.
This is true.
Mm.
I
Yeah,
think we
well.
should not blow a hole in our safe room since we got a card. But yeah, hey, let's
It's
do
a thought.
whatever.
Rye
Right.
looks at the
That
group.
corridor
You take
is a
shits.
wonderful
I think we're
place to
coming
hold
back
off.
here at some point because
Yeah,
we need to use
yeah.
the key. So we're gonna have to go find the key.
Rye's coming
somewhere.
back because he'll probably need to take a shit again at some
Oh
point.
my
So
god.
I'm gonna. Hey, you
At
have
least
pecker
we
jokes.
have a
Give
room
me
for it
this.
now.
All right, give me this.
Look, at least the pecker jokes are,
Are
Topical, tasteful, interesting.
Taste.
I was gonna be like,
tasteful and
not
interesting,
shitty.
as
because-
opposed to shit. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Okay, Rye's gonna
Yeah, I move forward.
walk back out to the main hallway.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going.
Fuck. I can't believe you've
Ooh,
done
thank you
this.
for the raid.
Wow.
Thank you.
Thanks,
It's
guys.
a runaway robot.
It is, in
What
fact.
are you running away from?
Welcome in, guys. You missed it. You missed it.
Humans.
We were
You missed our shitty joke.
somewhere between lots of adult dirty humor jokes, poo poo pee pee, that kind of thing. You know, classic stuff.
American style humor.
Running away from players that derail the plot, probably. That never happens here.
We've only
Never.
been playing this for 24 episodes, and we finally got into Harrowstone at 23. So.
Are we almost a year into this?
Mhm.
Yes.
Year in
Show.
February.
Yeah.
A year in
And
February.
we just
10
got in.
months and we just got here.
Yeah.
That is a testament to our love of the RP, you know. We
Yeah.
really dove in, you
I
know.
mean, we've missed a lot of streams too.
Welcome in, afraid.
Yeah,
Not.
that's true. But still, we're on what? This is like 26?
24 episodes.
24.
24.
24
Okay,
episodes.
So maybe not quite as many as I thought, but not far off.
So
Yeah,
do we
if
go to
we're-
the other side?
If we're leaving, then just as I leave, I would keep the documents that I had kind of perused through already in this room, just so
Sure.
assuming it's any safer than the rest of the prison, they'd be kept safe here. So I'll put those down, and then I'll also make my way out. Let's go, Humphrey. Woo!
Picked last time, Rye. I'll pick this time. I like this door.
Kitties,
Okay.
no.
You move back to
Come here,
the
Lucy.
foyer. We're here. Which door?
He
So-
wants to
Got my
go
tokens
in
in
the
front of.
top one.
Got it. Okay. All right.
He
All
wants to
right.
go up here.
I got it.
I would put the War Razor back, since I'm assuming its light function's about to run out, and just go back to my torch.
Okay. Seems good. So you want to move to the next immediate door here. I got you. Let me pull up my deets here. My details. I took a lot of notes on these things.
How long does my mage hand last for? Just until I stop concentrating?
Why don't you wipe Rye's ass with
Um,
it and find out?
I mean, you can ping the spell, but once you lose focus, right? Once you lose concentration over the spell, it's gonna fizzle.
Okay, so I can still have it. My creepy green hand. Okay.
Yeah, so not too terribly long. So you've come to this next door here. It's a set of double doors. Are you going to burst right in? Is this where we see you charge, bull rush in style, directly into the doors again? Do you pirouette your way
Try
from
to
this?
Give it a little push.
Okay, all right, seems good.
See if it moves. Just a little.
These have a bit of a gate between them, so you push and you feel like they want to give. These doors aren't necessarily as thick as the previous doors as you'd seen. These almost, I don't want to say look necessarily designer, but they're quite a bit thinner, so they have a bit more give, more leeway in their press.
Rye's gonna press this other one too.
The one right next to it, so they technically...
The
this-
one
Oh.
that I'm in front of.
Okay, this here.
Yeah. Let's start fiddling with that.
Are we really gonna open both doors at the same time?
It's only improving my odds to win our bet.
I'm trying to
I was just
cover
gonna
both
stand here in
doorways.
the doorway. As they're all...
Okay, all right.
Everett, get behind me, lad.
Lord, I'm stuck with you guys. I have no doubt in my mind. All right. Oh, okay. I know what we're going up against here.
Up against.
Those were not the words.
It's a
we
level
wanted.
300 door.
It is not level 300 door.
A level 400?
Yes, that's it. That's exactly it.
It's a Terrask, actually.
Quick, spin
I
on
go
the
to
lock.
punch it and it eats my arm.
Wow, I hope not. That's not written here. I didn't write that down. No.
Like a Evil Dead, kind of thing.
Oh no. I mean, we can try. We can give it a whirl.
I don't want
actually a
these
mimic.
things.
Eli, do you push through the door, or do you allow this like lingering moment of decision?
I mean, I'm gonna try to open it if it will allow. If not, then I'm gonna open it until there's a gap, and then I'm gonna stick my crowbar in there.
Sure. You find that like this place it's been left to its own devices, right? Decay, 5 decades worth of time, mildew, must, weathering, smoke damage. The doors are warped. So you can feel once it has that give immediately, you can tell that the door's going to give under your weight, but it doesn't want to open much further than it currently has.
Okay.
What about my door?
Your door is shut tightly. Doesn't have any give.
Like, no give at all.
No give.
I kick the door.
Go for it. Make an attack.
I
Sure.
have been looking for this stupid thing for like a full entire month, and it's been sitting under Pecker's butt.
What is it?
Why didn't you check in the most obvious place?
Oh
I
my
mean, it's always
god!
under your picker.
It's for my gimbal, and so I haven't been able to use my gimbal for like a month.
So what does the attack look like?
I mean, I kind of rear back and I just kind of give it a nice shoulder charge, like a nice little 10-inch, boom,
I gotta ask, if they existed at the time, would Rye drink Monster? Because
energy drink.
yeah, because like you're just walking around punching through doors. He's kind of
Well,
like
I've already,
Doors, and he's
I
punching
have
the other door.
Listen. He has made engineering checks. You have told him that he has deemed this place to be of sound structure.
Sure.
So he is using that knowledge to
I gotcha.
expedite.
No,
yeah.
I'm just seeing if this is like if he's a
Hulk
Kyle
smash,
grown
all
up.
right?
He's like a
Listen,
grown up Kyle.
If you want a himbo, I brought a himbo. Okay.
All right.
He's
Like,
gonna himbo.
you go first, Eli.
I mean,
Except
what
for
do you
here
think the
and
guy
here
that doesn't
and
take
here?
a weapon's gonna do? He's gonna walk around. He's gonna kick stuff. He's gonna grunt a little. He's gonna take a shit. Okay.
Yeah.
He's gonna do big guy things.
Yeah.
Okay.
As
I mean,
soon as he
hot.
finds a monster, he's gonna make
hot.
me go first again.
So what happens when I, give this thing a nice little shoulder check?
You hear the wood splinter from your press.
It's awesome.
Definitely a Kyle.
I
fucking
can
awesome.
see him hearing that and turning to us going, yeah.
That's fucking sweet.
No,
I'm like
you're
straight up
suddenly
having
Thor
a
in
good
my
time.
head. Like that's like the yeah.
I look at Temerity.
Cobalt,
He's already
So
taken
it
me.
splinters. I do it again. I want to not. I'm
make
trying to
another
knock
attack,
this-
please. Make another
Yeah,
attack.
I'm doing. Yeah, I'm doing. Yeah,
Shoulder check again.
Dang.
yeah. Another like really boom, a little bit more.
It
You're
gives
gonna
even
need, like, a
further. You can
chiropractor.
tell it's not gonna take a whole lot more before you get through the door itself.
I'm emboldened. I go
Emboldened.
for
Let's see
another
it. Go
one.
for it.
He's literally
take a
Kool-Aid
few
Manning through
steps
this door.
back.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you got it. You got it. This time you know what? I'm passing the storytelling stick to you, so take advantage of this. This is your third blow on the door, shoulder charge. What does it look like?
Okay, so what everybody isn't taking into account is that Rye is still sort of butthurt over not falling on his back, and he still feels a little.
Oh, I thought
know,
from pooping.
No, he's still like he feels like his dignity, his pride's been hurt, so he's trying to show off a little bit. He's trying to, he's not thinking totally straight. So he, gives it a good. It kind of splinters a little bit. He looks back at you guys and gives like, oh yeah, and then bam, hits it again, and then steps back and gives it one more, and the door kind of crumbles and splinters in front of him, and he looks back, and just kind of gives a little bit of a nod. Like kind of like a, I still got it,
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
like that. The thumbs up guy.
Is that
Yeah,
what you
yeah,
were in the hallway practicing for earlier.
Yeah, that guy. You knew who I'm talking about.
You break
I know.
through the
is
door.
that-
It splits in several splintered spots before initially giving under your weight. You take a step through,
yeah.
and in an eerie scene, you find yourself nearest a small table, a single chair, and a wall of bars before you, 15 feet long, separating you from many, many rows of seats.
Ooh, do I see anybody in the rows of seats?
No, you do not. Several rows of wooden benches, all spotted with mold, sagging with neglect. They face a stage, walled off from the rest of the room by a wall of iron bars.
I check. What's on the table?
Nothing appears to be on the table.
Anything on the chair?
It's just a war wooden chair.
I look back. I walk back to the group. I think those doors lead to the same direction. They're separated by a iron gate. A lot of seats. Looks like pews, maybe. I don't know if this prison had a place of worship, but looks like something like that.
Can I peek in past him?
Sure.
Does Eli open the other door while this is happening?
I'm
He said he was
gonna
shoving the
have
door.
halted whatever I'm doing when he starts going
Is it?
psycho on the other door.
And you can see the door from the gates, right? That leads into,
Yes. And when he pushes into it, you can see this particular door, like the door that you're looking at from this opposite side, it has taken water damage, so it's actually buckling every time. Something is holding it in place.
When I step into the room, does this look like an execution chamber?
No, this almost looks like a judgment chamber. This is an auditorium.
Okay.
It is designed to separate
Okay.
a prisoner from an audience.
Yeah. I was thinking an audience that was watching him die, but instead it's an audience that's watching him be judged. Okay. Them be judged. Got it. Can I detect magic? I mean, detect undead.
You certainly can.
There's just tons of people sitting in pews. They're all pointing.
When you cast Detect Undead, I'm going to put you in the room because I don't think he's opened that door yet. So you're more or less like right here.
Oh, in that room. Okay.
Yes. When you cast Detect Undead, you look around, and there are some smaller, like, reflections, almost lingering wafts of, like, spirit energy in the area. You can tell, like, this, it's prison. Prison where everyone died. Everyone died. But something does stand out to you. In your Detect Undead, once your vision is paled over and has become this sullen and almost pure watch, this spectacle for you to peer through, there is a figure that sits 4 rows back in the northwest corner. Its head down, hand up over face like so. You can't make them out. Feels like it's a man just by design. They're not moving.
And these iron, I'm gonna test the iron bars and see how, like, if time has weakened them at all, or
None so. This
Okay.
is not a gate. It's a wall.
okay.
Floor to
So
ceiling.
Eli, I need you to keep trying to open that door, and I'll
Okay.
step back out because I see something. and
Whack.
She wants to go in there.
What are you swinging with?
Hammer.
How much space is between the bars here?
Not enough for a person to pass through.
Okay.
What about me?
But enough for a
Oh.
blade?
Sure, a blade, yeah.
What
Okay.
about
No,
Is there-
Oz couldn't fit through this.
I know.
is
I'm
there
too
the
chunky.
ability to is there like a knob where we could try to open the door from this side, like the auditorium side?
Yes, there is actually.
How far away through the bars is the handle?
About 2 feet away.
Okay, I'm gonna try to do it with my tail.
Okay.
I don't know what I have to roll. If I have to roll anything.
Just give me a disable device. It's going to be relatively simple, but because it's not one of your primary skills, you can reroll if you'd like.
I will.
Yeah, this isn't difficult, right? It's a stationary object. You've got enough control that you're capable of doing this. It doesn't look flashy, but you're able to, with your tail, wrap it up around and sort of yank it free. Takes a few tugs, but you hear the slapping of like what feels like a wooden bar hit the ground. It careens onto the stone below.
Ooh.
That's uncanny.
Rise feels things when he watches that.
The right door swings open gate free. The left door still sticks in that spot. Something is nesting it in place. I'll go ahead and remove your door so that you guys can enter. Temerity, did you wish to say to anyone regarding what you've seen in here?
I'll step out and motion that the door should be open. I saw a ghost, a figure, sitting but only really one, which is, and I'll look at Pevrin, not typical. Come with me.
He furrows his brow a bit and gives her a nod, and he'll enter the auditorium.
Pervin, when you enter the auditorium, you sense this before the others do. There is definitely spirit energy in here, more so than what you have felt previously, not just in sheer amount as much as it is in just pressure.
And you're going in with him, right, Temerity?
Yeah.
Oh, because you didn't move your person.
I didn't. You're right.
This guy's got a bond.
I just wanted to be clear that we're not
No,
sending
you're right.
Pevrin in alone.
So much
As we
for
enter,
a walking order.
I look around. I'm like, there's a space battle going on in here. As
No.
you can see, there's a.
No, stop it.
Mute.
Stop it.
How do I mute another player?
I'm going to decapitate you in real life.
Where did you see the spirit at?
Crab battle.
I'll motion over. Do you see it? Do you see him, Pevrin?
Yes. Oh wait, would I see him? Yeah, right. I would. I mean, I am dead as well. I would assume I would be in that spectrum all the time.
I just see a bunch of empty pews.
It takes a moment for your eyes to catch, right? It takes a moment for your eyes to catch this. You get a silhouette at first. But what you notice isn't necessarily that there's a figure there as much as there is just an exchange of temperature. It doesn't seem like you're seeing a spirit as much as you're seeing like a figment of ice. A cold spot in this place.
Can I focus on the spot and detect evil?
Because they're really cool.
Sure. When you cast Detect Evil, there is a figure here that stands. But what you see
It's right.
isn't...
He's always like, it's right.
When you look beyond Rye, there is a figure that stands probably 30 or so feet away. 30, 35 feet away. And normally, like you get the embodiment, right? You get the figure of what you can see, but here it's seeping out. It's almost like you're watching something emanate from this person. It appears odd. You can definitely make out that they're humanoid by nature. This is a place of death. This prison is a place of death. You have no idea how many people died before the last people came here. All you know is what you've seen, which is undisturbed locations. The ghosts don't want you going places, they shut the doors. How many people have died here, you are unaware. What you can see, what you do know for sure, is that this is a place of massive trauma.
Should we call out
So
to
it's
it?
evil.
I would call out to it.
What's up, G?
What? Are you a prisoner here? Can you hear us?
No response.
Oh, I
Better
thought you
ready
were
one of
hitting a
those
button.
haunt siphons.
Yeah. Should I walk out of the room if you guys are going to set that thing off?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. I would look to the group and kind of just give that silent nod, and if I see one of them pulling out the siphon, I will walk out of the room.
I'll protect him.
Who has the siphons?
Of
It's
course,
Temerity
our
does.
resident spirit lord over there.
Okay.
Just have it ready in case things go wrong.
Okay, so what I'm going to need from you here. You remember how to use them, correct?
I'm sure my character would, but I don't know that Misty remembers.
So it's
Twist and
it's a-
throw,
it's-
right?
It is. It's a twist and throw. It's a twist cap.
Okay.
You wait for basically. Do you remember the neon flex lights that you'd have to break the insides before and shake it up before it would start to glow?
Oh, yeah, glow sticks.
Yeah, that's
I have kids. I see them. I still have them. I get them
Gotcha.
all the time.
so. That's essentially what this is. You have to snap its outer layer and shake and then toss, and it functions similarly, grenade style.
Okay.
So do you just lob this Do you get any,
I'm gonna
any
wait.
warning?
I'm going
hold it
to
ready.
yeah, hold it on. I will hold it, but I will not activate it or lob it.
I am then going to cautiously approach it slowly.
There we go. Okay. All right. So, Eli, you wish to move closer.
Yep.
Got it.
Yeah, I think he has to be like pretty close to it.
Oh, I'm not throwing it. I'm just gonna go give it a little handy. You know
But
what I mean?
you want, yeah.
I will stay like next to Eli, kind of flanking him.
Okay.
How far back?
Oh,
5
I'll
feet?
go
You're
right
in
up.
front of me right now.
Oh, okay. All right.
Which I'm fine with. I'm okay. Like I'm
Oh.
thinking I would probably. I have the spirit siphon and I can see him, so I would.
I know,
probably...
but yeah, I'm gonna try to get within melee range of
So
this
when-
thing, though.
Misty, when Temerity crosses the pew to sort of jaunt behind and find yourself in a flanked position, his head looks up and you can't seem to make out any eyes. Nothing exists on the face, just this vacuous form. But you hear it. You hear that hiss at first. Do you do anything as this happens?
How menacing on a scale of 1 to holy shit does this look and sound?
You tell me.
That
Eli,
sounds pretty fucked up.
right?
That
I'm gonna
sounds
hold it
pretty
up
fucked
and
up.
like look at him because he told me to kind of wait till he said something.
When you say Eli, you feel this immediate chill run over your body. Not just regular cold. It starts over your knuckles at first, and it seems to run up like flame across your elbow and up your shoulder before it finally starts making its way to your prominent facial features. This cold strikes at you with a negative form, sucking the life away. Take 3 points of negative damage.
Okay, I'm gonna twist and throw when that happens.
Okay.
So
I need
where's
you
my-
to make an
Let me go
attack.
first.
What am I gonna roll again?
Your base attack bonus, for you, it's going to be, I think it's 3.
Oh, I have says 2.
And then 2, plus your strength modifier. What is your
I
strength
got
score?
a dip, but I love you guys.
Okay.
Mwah.
Take it easy,
Later,
guys.
buddy.
Have a good one.
I see you.
Yeah, you guys have a good night.
You
Bye,
do.
everybody in chat. Thanks for watching. Wait, we're back on.
We'll be
In
back,
January.
I
In
believe, yeah, I think it's going to be the 11th is our return.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. I'll miss you guys.
Bye.
Have a good one, man. Have a happy Christmas.
Bye.
This is going to do some weird things to the cameras, guys, so just bear with me here. Just like that.
Who do I get to be?
Non-existent.
I'm half rye.
Mm-hmm.
I'm half rye. That tracks.
I knew this was going to happen here. Let's try this one. Yeah, this one.
I'm half Temerity.
There we go. Okay, so now I just have to change some spots. So Eli's in the right spot. Torvin. I'm currently Temerity. That's not going to work.
I mean, good.
Torvin. That's not going to work.
Who's the enemy we were fighting? Well, that's the Bubbernaut from Twitch.tv. TV.
Oh, that's why. That should work.
There's
There we
two
go.
of
Perfect.
you.
Yes. Multiple cameras and all that jazz.
Yay.
I exist now.
Yay.
Okay. So disregard face here.
So am I manually rolling that? I apologize
yes,
for my
you
for
will.
being
You
obtuse.
you
Okay.
will. You will need to manually roll here.
Okay, so roll. What am I doing? A D.
It's going to be a
base attack
D20. So
bonus
D20 plus what's your strength modifier?
3.
3. So then 5.
5.
D20 plus 5. Okay, that's good. Describe this. You've managed to break the capsule. Do you overhand throw? Underhand? Do you just kind of kilter this to the side, try to lob it under the feet? What does this look like?
I think that I would kind of like side throw it. Like as soon as I started to feel that, I'd kind of shiver and like, because I'm holding it up, looking at Eli, and when that happens, I'm just gonna like twist it and like
No.
And huck it.
Sure. Now, luckily, because of the way this is designed, you immediately lob this out. It lands from that side throw, and there's this like burst of light. Not in like some sort of divine way. This looks more akin to like a green burst, like a pustule, a bubble pop, and you see this like not quite mist, but this brief cloud. This cloud sort of illuminates up, and as it seems to elucidate and grab onto this figure, it shunts its movement. Its head kind of turns. It looks almost rapid or mechanic by its rapidity. And then you hear the hiss again as it absorbs into this small vial. And all that lies is that. Congratulations, you've managed to capture your first Pokemon.
Yay!
We got a gas, like,
You got something.
we traded. Does it evolve?
That's Haunter, my friend. Better luck next time.
It depends who we trade it with.
I know.
Okay.
So we gotta train them.
I think I could have taken care of that without wasting one of those.
It attacked me.
Oh, did it hurt?
I'll just hold the siphon out towards Eli. Do you want to take care of him?
I mean, I'll take the other two.
It's one. I'll take
we
the
only-
other
we
one.
have one left?
I know a threat when I feel one. That was not a friendly. That was not that was something that meant us harm.
I was happy to take point on that.
Aye, well, done is done.
Tripp
And
pops
we're
his head in.
still all together.
I mean, I can let him
Are you
out.
okay? No, don't do that. It's gonna blow up on us.
I wouldn't want to be more wasteful.
The vial no longer has that almost bizarre green glow. Now it seems to almost swish like a pearlescent onyx. Something moves and writhes inside of this like a very small fish tank.
Now what do we do with it?
I think you're supposed to drink it now, Oz.
Temerity, you know that this can be used as a weapon. That you can unleash this upon the living. Not necessarily it will return to its form. It turns into a splash grenade that also deals negative damage. It supplicates its power and utilizes it against another target.
I'll hand the empty one to Eli, and replace the empty one with the weapon,
Sure.
the newfound weapon.
Torvin, you think you can be a little less trigger happy? I can't throw this and hold my shield at the same time. I need one hand available.
Aye, that's fair enough.
I'll give it to Torvin then.
Sure.
Thank you, son. Having a bow is not the best use against these beasties.
Temerity has other tools at her disposal, I feel.
And perhaps some knowledge of when we should, capture a spirit versus not. But it's okay. I
No,
digress.
it's fair enough.
Let's
I
go.
just wanted to try something.
I understood. I feel you'll get your chance. We're not going
I
to have any
just hope
shortage.
That wasn't
Hey,
one of the weaker ones since we just got in here.
I'd like to stay as far away from those things as possible, so y'all can have those.
Agreed.
Well-
Keeping a safe distance does seem to be best as of right now.
This is our best opportunity tonight to stop our projection forward. More is going to yield pretty vicious battles. I'm not sure you're going to want to be down a man for this.
I want to be in a vicious battle. When?
I'm telling you.
I want to go back to the warden room and rest till daylight again.
Bob, look where we're
But
at.
I want to juice everyone with heals before that.
Let me really quickly, while you said that, I mean, go on. Don't stop for me. I come back on the 11th, so I just want to make sure.
Okay.
While we're far enough out. I will be late, but I will be here.
Okay. That's fine. We can work with that.
Okay.
Okay, guys. This is where we're going to stop tonight. And I know it's kind of an awkward spot, and that's fine. Sometimes this happens. But that's all right. This game is still going to go on. We are in Harrowstone. And honestly, this is as far as I've ever had a game this game go. This is my third attempt, second live, at least online. So this is going to keep going, and I'm pretty happy with it. Let's go ahead and give each other the proper shout-outs here. I'm going to start first with my main Cobalt, Eli. Tell us about your boss. What are you doing? Where can we find you?
What's up? I'm CobaltStreak. I'm playing Arkvale and Isaac. I haven't died since the patch on my unlock file or my random streak file. So we're doing that. And then I found a new game today that I'm going to check out that just came out called Shovel Knight Pocket Dungeon, which I want to play and see if it's any good. And yeah, I'm here on my channel at 5 p.m. Central most days, except on Thursdays and Tuesdays, when you can find me playing D&D. 8 p.m. here on Tuesdays and noon on the Roll For It channel, where I play with Maggie on our Ascension campaign, and they're both a lot of fun. So if you like D&D, come and hang out.
Perfect. Next we got Imperial. Miss Misty, tell us about you. What are you doing? Where can we find you?
Twitch.tv/Imperial. I am sewing, and I am about to be on a whole lot because I have a break from work for my full-time gig, and so I will be on a whole lot, but not this week because I'm going out of town unexpectedly, and then I'll be back for sewing and more cozy games plus the random shooter up. So
sick. Right on. Sounds good. Mr. Wyld, tell us about your boss. What are you doing? Where can we find you?
Oh, I'm doing pretty much Minecraft every day these days. You know, nice, tidy, chill, 3-4 hour Minecraft session. It's been lovely. Either that or I'm pulling apart Skyrim, taking all the audio out of it and stuffing it into Minecraft and see if that actually works. And it's surprising, a good part of it does.
That sounds awesome. Also super nerdy, but I'm way here for it.
It's actually surprisingly good.
I love it. I dig it. I'm gonna have to come watch this. Is it what are the hours for that? Just so everybody knows.
Oh, yeah, quite early American time, so about 3 in the afternoon-ish, sort of time.
Okay. Perfect. Sounds good. Maggie, Miss Maggie, tell us about you. What are you doing? Where can we find you?
Hey, I'm MargaretKrohn, and you can find me at MargaretKrohn in all of the places. I'm doing lots of things on the internet, and I'll let you know whenever I'm live or whenever I'm doing stuff. I've been doing a lot of things on other people's channels more than mine, so just stay tuned. And the holidays are coming up, so maybe I'll be able to do something. We'll see. Beyond that, I make video games and games for a living. I'm currently working on a project called Ashes of Creation, and you can find it at Ashes of Creation in all of the places.
Perfect. I dig it. Xander, please tell me you're streaming.
Yes. Tomorrow after, it's going to be late. I think I'm going to do probably around 12. I have to go get my booster shot for my Pfizer vaccine thing. Yeah.
Good.
So hopefully it doesn't destroy me. Everyone keeps saying the same thing, that one kind of rocks you a little bit.
I mean, it shouldn't be immediately, right? Like you can probably still get it in a couple good
Pfizer
hours.
was okay. I've heard Pfizer's okay. It's Moderna, or if you mix, that it's really rough.
No, so yeah, my first 2 shots were both Pfizer. The booster is that Pfizer booster one. So
yeah, I've heard. I mean, you got a good chance of being.
Yeah, I think the last one I had was like a minor headache. So I'm gonna be playing tomorrow. I'm gonna be most likely playing Final Fantasy if I can actually log on to play. If not, I think I'm gonna probably jump back into Valheim, which I've been playing off stream for a while.
Oh, you bastard! You gotta invite a guy for that, man.
Sorry.
That was not believable as far as an apology goes.
Yeah, no, I found out that they had like a bunch of like updates outside of the Hearth and Home one. They've added, I think, 2 new regions.
No shit.
Wow.
Wow.
I have the misfortune of finding out that my seed generated me in a nice little meadow area, and the most immediate area around that is mountain.
Sick. That's not great.
No, I got attacked by a werewolf twice.
Nice. Well done.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it happens. You'll bounce back, or you'll start another seed.
Most likely.
That leaves me, guys. You obviously know who I am. I'm Bub. I do Bub things here on this channel. I tell stories, make voices loud, and I'm hoping to do a lot more of that in 2022. I've been busting hump, trying to knock out, well, life in general, so that I can stop falling so far behind. And, you know, I'm kind of succeeding at it. I'm actually kicking its ass, which feels great. But 2022, I got a lot of new projects in the works. Stitch of Fate is doing really, really well. That's Pod by Night kind of thing. We're telling stories about vampires and stuff. I'm hoping to find my way back on to the Roll For It channel if they like my pretty face. And who knows what else, you know? There's lots more to come, and I'm excited to do all the things. So if you haven't followed yet, make sure you do so. But more importantly, make sure you go follow and support all these guys because they're dope, and I endorse them to the fullest. Have a happy holiday, guys. Take care of yourselves. Try to drink eggnog or don't. I'm not your dad.
Ooh,
You know,
eggnog's so good.
Do what you want to do.
Yeah.
But be kind to one another. Life's too short to do everything else otherwise.
Oh,
Hey, you guys.
Before you guys did,
Don't
forget
don't.
heavy
Don't
cream
do it.
and Dijon mustard go well together. It's a great shake. Give it a try. Mix it with ice.
My thoughts exactly, Pecker. Thank you. Love you guys. Take care of yourselves. Peace. We're out of here.